Finally, I think, finally. Can you please let me know if you can hear me? Because at the moment, things are running a little bit shitey. So I just need a heads up if you can hear me or not, please. Please be able to hear me. Oh, come on, don't be a dick. Come on, computer. Oh, pardon me. Right, give us a thumb. If you can hear me, give us a thumbs up, folks, please. What's going on? Can you see or hear me? Can you see or hear me? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if anyone can see or hear me. My screen is showing a black spinning circle, but my StreamYard is showing that things are going okay. But I should be streaming now. Can you see or hear me? Okay, thank you. Typical. I get 35 minutes late. I managed to get things. Well, I'm basically working. I've had to go back, like literally go back to basics, like completely basic everything at the moment. So I don't even know if it's going to work properly. And then YouTube bugs out on me. Yay. Right. Well, I'm here anyway. I am here now and ready to go live and YouTube. Oh, I suppose just gonna have to. Yeah, I'll just see Matt put that in there. Right. Oh, okay. Watch beat. Right. Now, can I have a thumbs up if you can hear me? Oh, thank God for that. I don't know how long this is going to last, though, guys. I really don't. This has been an absolute nightmare. Before I get into the stream properly, I'll just explain that I used the computer last on Sunday. It's not been switched on since Sunday. Came in to do this impromptu one tonight. Turned it on, and it got stuck on a loading screen. So hang on a second. Let me turn that off, because otherwise that beeping's going to do people's nuts in. There we go. So I restarted it, and then when I restarted it, it loaded, and I set everything up on StreamYard and whatnot, and then went in to do a sounds check, and it wasn't picking up my microphone. So I've literally spent an hour trying to get the bloody microphone to work with somebody who knows about computers, who's been helping me out. But we've literally just no, it was earlier, Bumble. It was earlier. So I've literally just managed to go. I've had to go back to basics. I've got no EQ or voice effects or sound gate or anything like that on the microphone at the moment. So it might sound a bit different from normal, but nothing seems to be working at the moment, apart from this basic setup, which wasn't even working previously. So with that said, excuse me. With that said, we're gonna move on. So, how is everybody? This is not going to be a late one tonight, by the way, guys. And I'm not going to do a phone in, but I will have the panel open. It was just because on Sunday, Danny Austin was very kind in order to donate a few quid towards the channel in order to go on a few games of Play Your Cards Right. And I know there's some people, I know most of you are absolutely fine, but there are some people out there who, because next Sunday's a members only live stream. So if I don't give that money away, soon, they're going to start calling me a thief and all sorts of stuff, which you guys know I'm not. Anybody that's ever had anything from the channel know that I'm not. But there are people out there trying to cause some issues. So I didn't want to leave it until a week on Sunday to give that money away. All right. So I wanted to do that. And wanted to do that and get that out of the way and see how you're all doing this evening. So yeah. But that was a bit of a nightmare getting started anyway. So of course, my apologies for you guys hanging around, but thank you so much for sticking around and waiting. And I'm glad that we are up and running. My apologies to everybody. I've not been able to say hello to you all, and I'll probably miss some of you. Stuart B, Lost Souls, John Spence, Scott, Andrew Horn, Tiffany, Chris Fatty, Bearded Vet, nice to see you. Lisa Stokes, hiya. Who else we got here? One Must. No, I only drink brandy on the weekend. Don't drink it during the week. Mr. Whittington, nice to see you. Lisa Stoke, I think I just said hello to Lisa a minute ago. Toby Bips, hello. Hibu62, nice to see you. That rhymed. Saul Goodman, good afternoon, good evening. Who else have we got? DJ Ray, how you doing? Mickey Mouse, good to see you too. MZTT, hello. Who else have we got? Mrs. W, always a welcome addition to our live stream chats. Parker, nice to see you. Gabby Grey Hips, hiya, how you doing? Bumblebee, thank you. Who else have we got? Matt Walker. My tech issues went viral. Fucking hell. I knew they were serious issues, but I didn't realise they were serious enough to affect YouTube. But there we go. Danny Austin, how you doing, brother? Matthew Butler, how you doing? Amanda Sky, good evening. And I think I'm near the end. WTF, good evening. Colin Robertson, Rob Cousins, Timmy Bobinson, Paul Essex, oi. God bless. Kaz, hello. Who else have we missed? Neil Richardson, Amanda Sky. Oh, did I say hello, Amanda? There you go. You might have got two there. Subliminal art. Where's your videos? What do you mean? Where's my videos? They're on my channel. Fucking better be. Sasha, no, it's definitely not going to be a late one. I promise you that. Anyway, right. Oh, Sky Clash 100% attacks. How you doing? That's a new name. Don't recognise that name, but welcome anyway. Gang one, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. It's just having technical issues as per normal. And look, I got my fucking teeth back. Yeah. How you doing, animal rights? Yeah, so got my teeth back, so now I don't have to worry too much. Yeah, anyway, it was a bit of a nightmare having them out, but there you go. What I'm going to do is, as I say, I'm not going to do the phone line tonight, and the simple reason for that is because everything's fucking up on the computer this evening, and I really don't want to risk setting all that up and it ballsing up and wasting all that time. We've already wasted loads of time at the moment, and I don't want to waste any more. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to open a panel. I'm going to get some people on the panel for a bit, and at one point I'm going to kick everybody off the panel, and we'll pick somebody at random to do to have a game of play your cards right. We'll see how we get on. But at the end of the day, if you win, you'll get a tenner. So might not be a lot, but do you know what? I like to try and give something back, even if it's just a tenner. I'm sure that'll pay for a few beers or a couple of beers or a beer. Go towards your next packet of fags or you know, whatever it might be that might be needed for. So with that said, let's get inviting. So right, there is the link, guys. Replace pinned message. Yep. Replace that pinned message. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I let anybody on. I'm going to go for a quick wee because I've literally spent the last hour or so under the desk trying to get this trying to check connections and shit. So I'm going to just go for a quick wee and I'll come back. And if anyone's in the back room here, I'll be letting you on. So give us 1 second. And we're back. Sonic, your camera's not working. Oh, there you are. Do us a favour, just touch the top of your head for me. Sonic? Can you hear me? Yep, good man, thank you. Can you hear me or not? Roger, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Yeah, right. Thank you, Roger.
I don't know whether you can hear me, though. My mic was playing up just now.
Oh, God, it's fucking catching, isn't it, tonight? What's going on?
Does it sound okay?
Yeah, yours does.
What?
I don't think mine does.
Very much.
Evening, Sonic.
Hello, Sonic.
That
How
was
you doing, mate?
weird. Went on YouTube, wasn't it? Literally
not
all
too
the
bad.
live streams went. Everybody.
Thank you guys in the chat. The fitness hutch. Can you do me a favour, mate? Just put your face on the screen and just give us a 2-finger salute, mate. All right, that'll do. All right, I'm going to bring you up. Now, mate.
Thank you, Bumblebee.
Hello, the fitness hutch. How you doing?
Evening. How are we all doing?
Not so bad, mate. Not so bad. Are you new to the channel?
I've watched a couple of the lives, a couple of the panels.
Ah, right. I just don't recognise the name. That's all. So I just wanted to welcome you if you're somebody that's new to the channel.
Yeah, thank you.
Been a bit of a nightmare today getting going. I mean, obviously, I used to build computers 20 years ago, but these days I've not done it for so long. These days I'm as, you know, I know about as much as computers these days as I know about fucking heart surgery.
I think you got fucking problems.
And I used to have all sorts of programs years ago. If something went wrong, I'd stick a disk in. You don't even get disk drives on computers these days. You know, I'd stick a disk in, run some tools, and find out what was wrong and fix the bloody thing. But nowadays, no, I ain't having none of it. But there we go. But I'm glad that YouTube had a meltdown as well, because it doesn't make me look so bad then.
You and me both.
So what's the fitness hutch?
Okay, so I've got a health, fitness, wellbeing, and mental health channel. Me and my wife do a live mental health podcast and a pre-recorded podcast.
Ah, very interesting. Very interesting. Is that what it's called, the fitness hutch?
So it started off as I was doing fitness stuff just for friends. That's why it was called the Fitness Hutch. I'm a part-time personal trainer. So
okay.
And it's kind of evolved. My wife's a mental health nurse, so we kind of evolved into doing mental health stuff because I'm ex-forces, and it just was a bit of a natural transition, and it helped the channel grow a little bit.
Excellent. Well, we've got a few ex-forces on here, to be honest. So, you know, so I'm sure some of them will make themselves known at some point in the chat. There you go, Stuart B, ex-military. Bearded vet, ex-military, yeah. And I'm sure there's a few others on here as well. But fair play to you. I mean, we did, or I still do, I suppose, in a way. I mean, I've got mental health. Well, I suffer with my mental health myself, and I have done for a long time. And especially during COVID, I started doing the live streams to give people an outlet, to give people someone to talk to, because they couldn't see anybody all bloody week long. So, and what we do now, I mean, we have people still phone up if they're suffering with, you know, mental health, just need somebody to talk to, or anything like that, you know, and we just try and create a community where we can just let people say what they need to say, get stuff off their chest. You know, if it could be anything, they might just want to talk about their day when they've had nobody else to talk to. Female
ex-military in here as well.
Ah, right, ex-military and females as well. Excellent.
Yeah.
So yes,
we do a live podcast on a Saturday night, and we find that a lot of people, well, I say not a lot of people join, but the people who do join, it's just a release, it's just an outlet. It doesn't have to be talking about depression or anxiety or anything like that. It's just people start talking, and that improves your mental health, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly my point. Yeah, this is exactly what we did. You know, it didn't start out that way, but I started having people phone in who were suffering with mental health, knowing that I suffer myself with it, and you know, I think we've done pretty well getting to where we are now. You know, it's completely different from the main content of the channel when that goes out, but I think that's a good thing, you know, to have something, you know, once a week. We have the live stream. We try and I try not to make it all about what I talk about during the week, and it gives me a release as well then to talk about, you know, anything and everything. So but I'll tell you what's your there you go, Lost Souls Paranormal has just put your link to your channel in the chat there, because it's something that I know a lot of people on here I think would be interested in going and checking out. So yeah, more than happy to do that. More than happy.
So whereabouts are you?
I'm in Boston, in Lincolnshire.
Right. Okay. It's not bad place over there.
Have you ever been?
Well,
Clearly not judging that.
well, no. The thing, no. Listen, when you live somewhere, everywhere's shit where you live. When you live there,
Yeah,
it's like
Lincolnshire's nice. Boston's a bit grim.
Right. Well, I meant Lincolnshire as on a whole. So my bad for not being,
No, man, it's cool. It's fine. Everyone hates where they live, man, don't they?
Right. So Roger, how are you? I'll
Yeah,
come to you
not
in a
too
minute,
bad,
Sonic.
mate. Not too bad. Been awake all day today, so I'm glad you said it's not going to be a late one.
Yeah, no, I can't be doing a late one tonight. Not after Sunday. I got into bed at 6:30 in the morning on Sunday. So that was.
I saw the rerun of the rest of it.
I think, to be honest, that was my longest ever live stream.
Yeah, we hadn't. We've come close to that, but I think that is the longest one you've done.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mad one. How's the lovely lady in the back there?
Yeah, she's sat there watching.
I'm good, thank you, darling. How are you?
Hello, I'm all right, thank you.
You look beautiful.
Better now I've got my teeth back.
I was going to say, I could have lent you my spare set, but they're top ones, so yeah, you might have had an issue with that.
How about you, Sonic? How are you doing, mate?
Not too bad considering. Plodding on, just taking each day as it comes.
Right, there you go. Question for you there, Hutch. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, not for you. Sorry, I misread that. Let's see if we can guess which cat badge he was. I don't know anything about the armed forces, to be honest. But if anybody else has got any guesses, and let's see if we can.
Oh, I'm not sure about the proper term for it is, but I think it's the ones. I'll make a guess and say the ones that specialise in fixing and repairing vehicles and that kind of like the mechanics kind of side of it. That kind of speciality.
Engineers,
mate. Aye.
What he's referring to is the REME, the Royal Electrical Mechanical Engineers. But no, I wasn't.
Yep.
I can give you a little clue. I give you a little clue for any military that are on might get this, but I wasn't a cat badge. I didn't have a cat badge.
You were in the Terrys.
I was going to say it wasn't the one with the Chinese dragon on. I bet even Beardy don't know that one.
I'm just waiting to see if anyone comes up with it. It doesn't like they're going to. So I was Armoured Corps. It was Queen's Royal Lancers. They don't wear a cat badge. They wear a motto. So it's a skull and crossbones that says "Death or Glory."
Fair enough.
Nice.
I like that. I like that one. Skull and crossbones,
yeah.
Death or Glory. Yeah, that's a cool one. That is.
It was good.
The weirdest one out of place was when I said the Chinese dragon on a cat badge.
Who's that?
And I'm not even a vet.
It's the CCP.
It was originally the Berkshire Rifles.
Bearded vet in the side chat there has just said that was me, Sonic. So
who actually became the Berkshire, Hampshire, and Wiltshire, I think it was. And then they came the Royal Green Jackets. God knows what they're called now.
Yeah, they ended up being like all one big regiment there enough. The infantry did, I think, didn't they?
Yeah, they were all based at Tilehurst, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Right.
All that useless information.
I've got Jack Ablaze in the back here. Just confirm it is Jack Ablaze. I think it is. Just do that, Jack. Like, I'm free.
Am I free? That's the question.
Hello, mate. I don't know, mate. Don't know. You might not want to say so in front of Sonic. You know, he's got a thing for you.
Mind you, politicians pay good money, Jack.
Yeah. Speaking of politicians, what's his name? The funny looking guy, Jacob something.
Jacob Mogg-Rees.
Yeah.
Rees Mogg.
So I watched
Rees Mogg, sorry,
whatever his name is, right? Idiot. But saw a video on Facebook yesterday. Oh no, it was either way, today or yesterday, and it was about him speaking to like a teenage girl about climate crisis and stuff like that, right? And to do with the whole Just Stop Oil protests, right? I don't agree with Just Stop Oil protests or Just Stop Oil because they're stopping people from working. They're stopping. It's like, or what? There was other different protest groups they had in the past. What were they called? Something Britain. I forgot what it's called now. They used to glue themselves to the roads and stuff like that. You got Just Stop Oil. It begins with it sounds X something Britain.
Extinction Rebellion.
That's it. Extinction Rebellion. There you go. Yeah. So I knew what I wanted to say, but just yeah,
Right.
it's on top of my tongue.
It's fine. We got there in the end. Don't worry.
Yeah, and basically they were talking about all the Just Stop Oil protests and the fact that her argument is they've got to do this, they've got to stop people, like, to get the message across, which I don't agree with, right? But at the same time, the politician Jacob, idiot, he's also not exactly making himself look any better because he's saying that we cannot survive. I mean, we probably can't, but we're not putting any effort or enough effort into getting more renewable energy. We are using, I don't really look at the statistics, so I don't know 100%, but we are using way more fossil fuels, obviously, than we are renewable energy, right? At least we're using more fossil fuels to get that energy rather than obtaining it through eco-friendly resources like
don't
solar
forget
power,
they're not fossil
winds.
fuels to me, Jack. I was around when they were created, mate.
So are you a fossil yourself then?
I'm a colossal fossil, mate. Believe it.
Do you know what, right? You just reminded me of something. Last week, or Sunday, when I think it was Sonic, you mentioned about the dinosaurs, right? And a certain individual, which was going on for quite a while, I think you know who I'm talking about, and it wasn't Nathan.
Oh, for a change.
Eyes to see, or Eyes Everywhere, whatever you want to call him, right? He's a decent guy, but he's got good points in there. I mean, no one's slating anyone here, but everyone's got good points to bring. But sometimes you just gotta be able to. You gotta listen to what other people have to say, and then. But look, if you want to agree with what they have to say, that's your choice. If you don't want to agree, that's also your choice.
Fucking hell! I tell you what, Jack Blaze, have you been doing some black magic?
No.
Out of curiosity, have you been doing any black magic?
No, why?
No, because I'll tell you for why. I'll tell you for
Must
why.
have done that.
No, I'll tell you for why. Because you speak, and he appears.
Hello.
Have I been doing
Hello.
black magic?
This has got to be
Black
good.
magic.
This is going to be very, very good indeed.
Oh, black magic.
What
Get
have you
your
got?
popcorn,
What
guys.
have you got to say?
Me, do you know what? I received two emails from Budge. One to do with Roger and one to do with Lost Souls Paranormal.
So why are you coming on here to tell us that? If it was
Why?
an email,
Because
if it was an
I'm
email
coming
from
on
Budge,
here, I'm coming on here to go and tell you, all right, that I know about all your antics. That's what,
Antics.
including you, Roger, and Holly, if you're also watching.
What have I
I know
been
about
doing?
you
then,
and your
knobhead?
antics.
Oi,
I know about
knobhead,
you
what
and
have I
your
been supposed to have
antics.
been doing?
this will be over soon. Fitness Hutch,
I've
don't worry about this.
seen
I can
the
get involved in
the
this,
email,
man. I like this
Roger.
kind of thing.
Budge sent me it by text where you want to call me a narcissistic prick. Holly said that I was
Yeah,
that
that
I'm
was sent to Glenn,
self-entitled.
not to you.
Well,
And she would be correct.
what I got from Budge, so I
Okay.
don't know who it come from. But yeah, you
Okay,
want to
so
call me
you
a
tell
you
me,
want to call me a
tell me
narcissistic
now.
prick?
You accused us of spreading shit. What
Apparently,
are you doing now?
apparently I'm
What
a
are you
troll.
doing now?
Apparently, I've been doing fat shaming,
Yep.
all that sort of
Totally.
shit.
Totally.
And you know what's so funny? Actually, you picked out the thing that happened to me. It's me that it's me on Glenn's channel. There's nothing that happened for weeks, but because you guys want to get onto the channels and you don't want to be on there with me, what have you gone decide to go and do? You
We've
just
never
pick out
been, we
any
haven't been near
negative
the fucking
shit.
channels.
We've not been
You
anywhere near
pick
his
out
channel.
any negative shit.
We haven't
All
been
right.
near the fucking channels.
Oh,
Nathan.
get out of here, mate. Listen, I know
Nathan.
you watching the background. You said it on the email, you dopey person, man. Come on. Come on. I've seen it
and
on
what?
the
But
email,
do
Roger.
I come on? Do I
I've
come
seen
in
it
on
all
the
in the
chat?
email,
What?
Roger.
Hang on. Watching in the background, there's nothing like coming on.
It's a
You're
public
talking about
live
us
stream.
coming. You're talking about us coming on and causing
It doesn't
problems.
matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the
Oh,
day, it
so
doesn't
we're not
matter.
allowed
At
to
the end of
watch.
the day, I know you guys have been watching the background. You've been waiting for me to apparently slip up in your rice and you can go and give whatever you want to go and give to Glenn. Isn't it? It's the truth, though, isn't it? You will know it. Listen. It's all been revealed. It's all been revealed. Holly as well.
It's
You
all
know,
been
we've been telling you this for weeks. We haven't been telling you on how to run your channel.
Right. And do you know what, Nathan? None of that, what you've said, is anything that nobody has already said to your face. So what's your problem?
Wait. But here's the thing, though. You have been trying to get me off of both those channels, and you can get your asses on there. It's as simple as that.
We've not been on there for
Who's trying to get
weeks.
you on?
Because you haven't wanted to be on there. I've been dealing with this stuff for weeks. I know things.
It's
I've
nothing
heard
to do
things.
with
These
you.
2 emails.
You certainly think a lot about yourself,
It doesn't
don't
matter.
you?
You have been targeting me and giving me bullshit.
I'm a victim.
Victim. You can shut up
Victims.
as well, Solid, because I know about your antiques as well.
Really?
I know about you and your antiques. Getting a live stream taken down because I become a moderator. Hey,
What?
I know about all that. Yes.
YouTube wouldn't take a live stream down just because you're a moderator, you fool.
Mate,
Get
I've
a fucking
heard
grip.
about
Get a grip, you fucking absolute space cadet.
The video you're talking about.
Have been outed. You're gonna go and try and do your whole
Nathan.
don't know what you're talking about now.
Danny, so if I just say something?
You, Jack of
Yeah,
Blaze.
go for
I
it,
heard
Jack.
about what you've been saying. I know what you've been doing as well. I know
Okay.
what you've been doing, eh? I know
Well,
what
that's
you've
the
been
thing.
doing. Recording Discord for one.
Oh,
Jack,
yeah,
you'll
sure,
have-
yeah.
If you're watching
Jack,
as well,
you'll have to
you
speak
too.
over him, otherwise you'll never get a word
sure,
in,
no,
mate.
Jack
no.
of Blaze, do you know what's so funny? If you guys really had the balls, right, you would come into the Discord and come and face us all, but instead, no, we're going to go and record it. Do
I've
we
never
do any of
recorded any
that?
Discord.
Right.
Absolute
Number one.
bullshit,
Number
mate.
one.
I watched the
right.
frigging channel the other night.
Let me just explain something. Let me just explain something to you, Nathan. Nathan,
try and worm your way
Shut
out
your
of
mouth,
this.
Benson.
I'm not
You
trying to worm my
shut
way out of
your
anything.
mouth.
Listen, Benson, one of the issues that you have, right, is that I keep all the evidence, okay? And I have everything.
You can keep all evidence all you want.
You have nothing.
Show everybody evidence. I've got evidence.
He has
No,
shown,
you haven't.
that's the thing. He has shown the evidence.
You haven't got any evidence, mate. You've got no evidence. Okay,
I
you're like Bryony. Okay, you'll find something and you'll go.
I'm like Bryony. Would you guys like to look?
Are you going to let me talk? Are you going to let me finish talking or not?
Go on and talk.
Right. You like Bryony, right? Somebody will say something that you don't like and you'll lose your shit over it. Okay. The problem is, right, not everybody likes the same things, right? The channels that you're talking about, and I'm not going to say the names of the channels, but the channels you're talking about, okay, most of us have decided not to go on there ourselves quite some time ago. I've not been on there. Yes, granted, I have seen a couple of the live streams or some of the live streams, okay, but I haven't sat there and watched them all, and I've certainly not tried to get on there either. And that is not because of you. So take yourself off of that perch you've put yourself on, okay?
Absolute bullshit, mate. I've heard about everything, mate. I've heard about all.
Yeah, because I'm not worried about you. I've let you on
Nathan,
I'm here with you.
Dan,
I'm
hang on,
Roger.
one thing. Shut up a minute. I'll put you right on one thing. There is only one person here who has said they won't go on the streams because of you, and that was fucking me, you knob. So don't put that on anybody else.
You're a knob yourself, Mr. Self-Entitled, eh? Oh, I've got a fix.
Projection.
Nathan, you come on here slagging us all off.
Wait,
Like,
I've been slugging you guys. Have been
you-
slugging
all
me
of-
off. Get
yeah.
fucked, Jack of Blaze. I remember
You've
that
just come on
live
and started
stream,
doing it
right,
already,
before
you
time,
cunt.
before I was watching in the background, mate.
we was all
I
happily
heard
talking
you
about other things,
slagging
and
me
you
off,
had
so
to come
don't
on
even
and
go and
start
try that
causing
shit.
problems.
Jack
Can
of
I
Blaze,
say
listen,
something?
don't go
Is
and
there a
try that
chance I
shit
can
just
have a
because
say?
you got all
Yeah,
these
go on,
people
Hutch.
here to back
Go
you
on,
Go
up,
on,
mate.
Hutch. Go on, Hutch.
Jack
Hutch.
of Blaze, mate. I will tear you
I just-
apart in a minute.
Mute
Right,
him
listen,
down.
mate. Jack of Blaze, don't make me go and tear you apart, mate.
Hutch
Okay.
wants to say something. Be
luck.
quiet a minute. Go on, Hutch.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
Okay,
Go on.
I've got a question for the geezer that's talking a lot. Absolute chaos, right? Are you a real Lance Corporal?
Mario, what?
Lance Corporal.
No, he isn't.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's an imaginary
Damn.
title
Why
another
you-
channel giving.
Why are you using a title that don't belong to you?
Well,
I was a
for
Lance
one
Corporal,
thing, I
was
wasn't
after
actually
service.
given that title, and I was given that by somebody. Obviously, the channel you're watching, mate. It's all just a bit of banter. If you're gonna bring that up on here, then that's for you, my friend. I've got no beef with you, but if you want to go and take it into the petty turf, then we'll do that.
I wasn't being
fucking
petty. I was asking a genuine question.
Well, I've
I
just
was
gone and
interested
answered your
to whether you
question
was a
for
Lance
you.
Corporal.
I've just gone and answered your question for you. It's just a bit of banter. That's all it is.
Aye. Lance Corporal of the fucking Space Cadets. Wow.
Oh,
So-
God bless the UK.
Right, Simon.
Timing.
GB.
Perfect timing.
Guys, can I just talk to Nathan a minute, please? Please,
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
just give me a couple of minutes. Nathan, have I ever done anything disrespectful to you?
Oh, not Nathan.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Nathan.
God bless the UK. God bless the UK. It's what you've been
Anyway,
doing.
guys, just let
It's
me
what
and
you've
Nathan
been
talk.
doing. God bless the UK. Don't come and
Hang on a minute, hang on.
don't try your
I
fake
just asked
shit.
you one question.
Don't
Answer
try
first.
you with your fake
Answer
shit.
that first, or I'll just go.
You
Have I ever
been
been
doing very,
disrespectful
very
to you?
dirty things.
Listen, Nathan,
Listen, I
I've
don't
asked you
like
a
fake
question.
people.
yes
You're
or no?
fake, mate.
Have I been
It doesn't
disrespectful?
matter. You're fake, mate.
Right,
You're
do you know what
fake.
I'm doing, mate? I'm going to do it live.
I don't want to come on your live, mate. Why would I want to
No,
come
no,
on your
no.
live?
I want you to watch it afterwards, and you see how you're being played. Right? I've never been
I'm not
nasty
being,
to you.
mate,
I've
I'm not being paid on nothing.
always
Listen,
supported you, and I
this
feel like
was
the
all
way.
my idea.
you.
This was all my idea. All my idea to come on here. All
Alright.
my idea.
No, not
All
now.
my
Not now.
idea. I'm
Mate,
not being
Nathan.
paid on absolutely nothing. I'm not being paid on absolutely nothing. This is
So
all
you're not
my
letting me
idea.
talk. You're not letting me
No.
talk.
No, I'm not being
Of
paid on
course he's not.
nothing. Listen, there's certain people who tried to get onto the fucking StreamYard the other night, but Dan wouldn't let them on.
What? There's nobody
Yeah,
who tried to
don't
get on the
even try that.
StreamYard.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's two people who tried to get on StreamYard who you was calling pussies and saying they wouldn't come on,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
tried to get on.
Of course they did.
Mm.
Yeah, of course they did. If they wanted to come on, listen. I ain't worried about you, and I ain't worried about them. Right? That's why when Dafter, and I will say his name, when Dafter started calling him out a few months ago, what did I do when he was slagging me off? on
Because
his
you
channel?
guys
Shut up!
keep going around.
Shut
causing
up a
problems.
fucking minute. I'm talking. He started calling me out, right? So what did I do? I went over to his channel and I went and fronted him on his channel and we sorted it out. Now, if I'm scared of him, why would I have done that? And if I'm scared of you, why would I have let you on here tonight? Answer that question. If I'm scared of what you've got on me or what you've got to say about me, why would I let you on here? Answer that question. Nothing else, that question.
The problem is with you guys can't see what your behaviour is doing.
Right, that's
That's the
not answering the question. One last chance. Answer the question.
So go on, what's the question again then?
Why would I let you on here if I'm that bothered about you? What?
That's the thing. That's the thing. You're not bothered because you won't look at your own behaviour. That's the
Okay.
thing. Mm.
Okay. Coming from you, that's a joke. Bye-bye. Anyway.
I'll tell you what,
and
he's
all that,
lucky
eh?
you haven't got me as an administrator because I'd have had him off fucking ages
So,
ago.
anyway, I wanted to listen. He popped up in the back there. I knew he was gonna. I knew he's still sitting in the back there, and he can sit there as much as he likes. I knew he was going to come and start being a dick, so I let him on. Listen, he sits there going, "You've said this, you've said that, you've said the other." If I showed all of you the kind of shit that's been going on in Discord servers that he's a part of, okay, and on live streams that he's a part of with several people, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to talk to him at all again. Okay, I've not been around fat shaming people. If I've got something to say to somebody, I'll say it to their face. I don't need to say it, behind their backs. So
Do you know what? Right? before all of this, right? Because this has been going on for a long time, right? This has been going on for several months now.
Yeah.
I used to speak to Nathan a lot. I used to, right? On a more of like a personal level, just talking to him and just, well, in my opinion, just just having conversations and stuff like that, right? And I never thought that I'd meet someone. I'm not going to use the word because I perceive things differently, but I've never seen someone that angry and aggressive. Now, I can be angry and aggressive at home, probably not throwing things around the place or things like that, but I can have a bad attitude at home, right? And my mum and my parents have watched on the live streams that have been posted over the past few months of him on there. He has made a mockery of himself, right? And even my parents even say that he is worse than me. When I get angry and aggressive, he is worse than me, right?
Sorry, Jack. I just want to say, Richard Upton, don't jump in the background, leave a private message and jump out again. You want to come on, mate. I've just let Benson have a go. Why don't you come and have a go as well, mate? I'm not bothered about any of you. You're all nothing. You're all nobodies. All you want to do is cause drama everywhere you go. Okay, we were getting blamed for drama. None of us have been on those channels, and the drama still continues. And you, Upton, as well as Benson, as well as the other two, are the main instigators of that. Okay, so I don't, I'll let you come on here and have your say, but after that, you're done, mate. You've already been banned from the channel. But if you want to come on here and have your say, I'm more than happy for you to come on
here.
Was
you banned from the channel? Was it?
Yeah, I would genuinely love to hear where your idea that I robbed money and then suffered a stroke. I'd love to know where you got that information from. So come on, don't be scared. Come on. Let's get it over and done with, and then the rest of us can get back to a normal live stream without worrying about you lot.
Just as an example, mate, that's fucking like the last time, right? A good few times, well, Upton on the side chat, sitting there fucking giving all the biggins, right? You bring him on the panel, and then he sits there like a wee fucking scared little schoolboy being taught off by his teacher. Just sat there.
I just don't understand. I just don't get it. But all I was saying was that I used to speak to Nathan a lot, right? And the only reason why I stopped speaking to him is because the way he is towards people, how he speaks to people, and also how he's treated a few members of this channel that I speak to on a semi-frequent basis. You guys know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say the names, but because it's just going to go round and round in circles. But and they're decent people, right? They're both going through enough shit as it is, right? They don't need someone that is bullying them and harassing them, right? And then deleting their Discord messages, right? You don't need Nathan doing that or other people. It just doesn't make sense. Why message in the first place if you then delete your message? It's because you have something to hide. That's all it is. Yeah. And I've apparently been recording Dafter's Discord server when I haven't even touched my OBS. The only time I've recorded was, well, I think yesterday, and that was for a video on my channel. So,
right. Okay. Well, listen, I want to move on from that now. So
yeah, no
I just, I'll let you. I wanted to let you finish what you were saying. Okay, rather
I was going to go back.
We came on here to play cards tonight. Talk about them.
I was going back on to what was said about Ice to See, wasn't I? I think I mentioned him, but we then mentioned about Nathan, and that's where it all kicked off, didn't it?
Yeah.
But
effectively, quick, Jack, because we got card games to play. We've got money to give away tonight.
We're looking forward to it. Ice to See. He's a decent guy. It's just everyone's got their own opinions, isn't there? Everyone's got their own views and stuff. You can't force people to do something they don't want to do, because if anything, you're only going to resent them more. I know we're past the whole God thing, and speaking of God bless the UK. He's sitting in the live stream as I say about God. praise thee. But no, I just wanted to mention from the last, just, you don't, if people don't want to accept what.
Men's is by choice, by the way.
Decent. At least it's not grey yet.
Yeah. Won't be long after all this shit, man. Fucking hell.
Well, that's the thing, because Roger's lived through 2 world wars. That's why his hair's gone grey.
Cheers, Jack.
That's
when I met him.
Yeah, do you hear that? It's her
part
fault
that.
I had hair when she met me.
Right, guys, I just want to say, right, it's 21:21 based on my clock. 21:25, we're going to do our first game, right? I'm going to pick somebody at 21:21. What I need you all to do, by the way, if you have already won, I want to make sure that other people get a chance. So if you've already won and your name comes up, I'm afraid we'll have to roll the dice again and offer it to somebody else just to make it fair to everyone. Especially, I mean, Bumble won twice, didn't she?
If my name comes up, redraw it, mate.
Right. Well, if somebody wants me to redraw it, you just let me know and I'll redraw it.
Yeah.
But the way this is set up on Nightbot is that whoever comments in the next 3 minutes. Okay. So if you're on the panel and you want to go, type your name or just type any comment in the comments, and this will pick up. This will pick up your comment. It will know that you've commented within the last few minutes, and it will use that list of people to pick from.
So tonight's prize fund comes to you via Danny Austin,
courtesy of Danny Austin. Yeah.
And you've got the camera facing down now, haven't you?
I do. Let's hope that fucking works because everything else has failed tonight.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for this camera to go down, so I got to switch over to the other one again.
No worries. Well, as
It's
I
a
say,
bombshell.
as I say, if it's if it lands on you and you'd rather somebody else have a go, then absolutely fine. If it lands on you and you've already won, then we'd have to pass it on to somebody else. That's it. Again, play your cards right up. I'm sure you've all seen it on the telly. Aces are high and low. So if you get an ace, then your next cards are guaranteed. Sorry, if you get an ace, you're guaranteed win because it's both high and low at the same time. So if you have a 3 and you pick an ace, you win because it's both number 1 and an ace. And it also means that your next card is a guaranteed win as well.
Are you still doing the thing with jokers?
So, yes, jokers. Right, black joker, instant lose. So if you get a black joker on your second card, it means your game's over. If you get the coloured joker, it means it's an instant win. So if you get a coloured joker on your first card, it's an instant win. You don't have to play the game. That's it.
What's the prize fund?
It's we got it's £10 a win, and we've got £50 prize pot.
Ooh.
So whilst
Dan's rolling in the money.
Oh, it's not. This is courtesy of a channel member.
I still can't believe that Crinkle paid for your entire birthday in terms of drinks.
And the food.
We might just let Nathan on a few more times and get the money together for this year's party.
That is an idea, by the way.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. I mean, unless you want your channel to turn into a complete meltdown.
It's the Crinkle Fund 2.0. It's a Kick fucking Benson Fund.
Yeah, if you get a pair, if you get the same number, then you just move on to the next card. But remember, you don't earn something per card. You just have to get through all of the cards in order to win. That's it. That's all it is. So I'm just shuffling. I'm shuffling at the moment, by the way, guys. Just so you know.
Do you know what they should do? They should change the name of the game from Play Your Cards Right to just 50-50 or something simple. I mean, not that it's kind of the same premise, but it is basically a 50-50 chance, isn't it? It's a 50-50 chance either going higher or going lower.
Well, it's not. No,
That's just
Right, of
called
course it
snap,
is.
really.
There's 52. You've got 50. It's 52 cards, so it can't be 50-50.
No, not the amount of cards. I mean, we're talking about
All right, I'm trying
you know
to
what I mean.
confuse you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I know.
you're
When
trying to
high
confuse
or
me,
low.
but it's not. It's not worked.
Right. Okay, right, guys. I'm gonna check my other camera works, and then we're gonna go for a go for the first game. So let me check my other camera.
I'm on a bit of sugar. That's why I'm a little bit hyper.
Oh shit! I think I've unplugged it.
Both, Lisa. Both.
I've still got another pack of bubblegum bottles left to eat.
Right. No, that's not working yet. Hang on. Oh, I fucking knew it wasn't going to work. I knew something was going to happen. Something had to go wrong tonight, didn't it? Told you.
Would
Let
have
me
been
double check.
wasn't he?
When the power is power going to it, so that should be okay. And it is plugged in. Is it?
Pin the tail on the donkey.
Oh, where the hell's that going?
Sonic's definitely pinned the tail on the chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah. Speaking of chicken, I had chicken on Sunday dinner.
I thought it'd been Mary a fucking rooster.
Dad gave me 3 pieces because Mum's getting lower portions now.
Your mum's getting a large portion, is she?
No, she's getting lower portions. No, she's getting a smaller portion because she wants to eat more healthier.
Right, there we go.
I know someone that can help with that.
Right, can you hear me?
What?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Right, in that case, what I need to do is I need to show the screen because I need to show you that this is picking who this is picking from. So let's go to there. So let me change that first. Add to stream. Full screen. Right, let me get rid of that comment. Right, okay, so this is going to pick. So it's going to pick from everybody. Active user. Anybody that's been active within the last 5 minutes are eligible to win. So we're going to roll the dice and it's going to give me a name. And that name is Iceni Norfolk. Iceni Norfolk, are you there?
It's a great name.
Are you there?
Nightbot's just told him he's won the giveaway, not playing a game.
Oh, right, okay. He's not. Well, we're not giving away yet, are we? So yeah. So Iceni Norfolk. Okay. So, are you? Do you want to play or not? In order to get the £10, you have to send me a PayPal address or bank details by email. Nothing sensitive, obviously, just anything that anybody can use to pay into your account, but not do anything with. So if you want to work,
It says disqualify me for spamming.
No, listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't work on. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work on how many messages you put. It just works on whether you've made a message within the last 5 minutes. So if you want to come on. If you want to come on and play, let me know. Otherwise, I will have to pick somebody else. So let me know. Well, you don't have to come on. You can do it from there. You can do it from the comments. No? Are you sure?
No.
One last chance.
Pick again. Ooh.
Right. Okay. Okay. Okay, yes or okay, no? I'm getting confused.
Not as much as we are.
You can play it from the comments, by the way. You don't have to come on camera to do it. Yes, you do. Okay, right. In that case, let me remove that and bring myself back up here. They can see me fat gut. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna shuffle a couple more times just to show you that I'm shuffling.
Yeah, I am, Beardy. Most of the bloody time, mate.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna put 5 cards down on the table. Right, so 5 cards on the table, and I'm going to take 1 card off the top of here. This is your starting card. You can change your starting card if you want to. Okay, so your starting card is a 10 of clubs, and we're going from my left to right, so your right to left. So higher or lower than a 10.
Oh no, hang on.
Lower. Oh, unlucky.
Didn't he do well?
Oh no.
The odds there
damn,
was
sorry.
terrible.
I'm sorry about that, man. Sorry. Just to
Wow.
just to prove that, just to prove that the cards are
No.
it's all legit. Oh,
that's
fucking
not
oh my
fair.
god. Jesus, that would have been a tough one all the way through anyway. Jesus Christ.
Oh my lord. You need to have a miracle
It's
for that deck.
Oh man.
No, he rigged it because you were spamming,
Oh.
son. Don't worry about it.
Do you know what? I'm gutted by that. That is, that's not the kind of hand you'd expect to see normally. So, but Jesus. Right, next up. Sorry, man. Next up. Let's roll it again. Find another. Stuart B.
Ooh.
Stuart B.
Step up to the plate, my buddy.
Stuart B. Do you want to play or pass? I know we have to wait for some people have a bit of a delay,
The
bit of a lag.
stupid 10-second delay from YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not my internet then. I thought my internet was giving out.
No, it's not yours. Not yours.
There's about a 5-second delay, sometimes more, between StreamYard and the actual YouTube stream.
Hold on.
Stuart B, are you there? Are you there? Otherwise, I'm going to have to move on to somebody else, I'm afraid.
Yoo-hoo!
Hello.
Yes, I will.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
excellent. Okay, the last cards I put to the bottom. So this is a fresh set of cards from the top of the deck. Right, 5 cards. Again, we're going to go from your right to your left. Your first card, Stuart, is an 8. Higher or lower than an 8? Again, it's a bit of a pain because of the delay. Oh, yeah, or swap. Higher or lower than an 8 or swap.
Lower.
Sorry. Thank you, Isini. I should have remembered that.
He's John saying lower.
It's not John.
It's not John.
Oh, God. Stuart, sorry. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Stuart B. Higher, lower, or swap the cards?
Wait for Stuart B now.
Lower. Okay, he's going lower than an 8.
Oh.
A 2.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. Higher or lower than a 2? You can't swap this one, unfortunately. I think I know where we're going to go, but I need you to say it.
Yeah.
Swap.
I like it better because they spent both.
Can't swap.
Quite a long delay.
Ace.
Lower.
Other way, if you get the same card, just a different color, and you say
can't
higher or
swap that
lower-
one, Stuart. You can't swap this one. It was only the first card you could swap. From now, it has to be higher or lower as you go along.
Chancer.
If you get the same number and you say higher,
He's
or
saying
lower, for
higher.
example- He's saying higher.
You got a 9.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Higher or lower than a 9? Again, if you get another 9, then it's like a wild card. It doesn't affect you. You just move on to the next card, and this gives people a bit of a extra chance of winning something. That's all. So that's why I do it that way. Oh, higher than the 9, Stuart. Because we was on the 2 and you said higher. I went to 9. And do you want to go higher than a 9?
Higher than a 9?
or lower than a 9? Okay, lower than a 9. Right. 9 was your last, and ace was your next, which means that's fine. And the ace is always in this game, an ace is always a win, higher or lower, which means your next card's going to be a win as well, because it's high and low at the same time, an ace. And again, I do it that way to make it easier for people to win something. So whatever you choose now, whatever you choose now, it makes no difference, higher or lower. So we might as well just flip this one, because it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
So you got a 6.
Oh, bang in the middle.
Ooh.
So
Tricky this one.
Now you've got to choose a higher or lower than a 6. Failing that, another ace. If you get another ace, that'll be a win. Or if you get the coloured coloured jack, that's an instant win as well. So you said higher. All right, Stuart. 6 was your last.
And a survey says
8 was your next. Yeah.
Yes.
Well done.
Stuart.
Well done, Stuart.
Evening, James.
And I'm gonna jot this down so I don't forget. Stuart B, win. Okay. What I need you to do, Stuart, well done by the way, is I need you to email me with a PayPal address or an account number and sort code and your name, so I can pop the money into your bank. And if you can do that as soon as possible, then I can get you paid on that now, tonight. So you've got it before anything. Stuart, Stuart, it's done.
Oh Lord.
Right, I'll do one more now, and then we'll do a couple more in a bit. So I'll get one more person. So cancel that, and let me go back to there. Okay. Again, we're going to pick another one. We're going to have another game. It's £10, Brian. £10.
No, you're my tenner.
So we're going to roll the dice and we're going to see who it is. Anybody that's commented in the last 5 minutes will be eligible to win. God bless the UK. God bless. Where are you? Stop playing with your Todger.
Is there still on the panel?
Come on, Simon. Show your ass. Face, sorry.
No. Right, I'm going to play, and if I win, I want it to go down to the PTSD camp down in Bath.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Okay. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I've got Dion's details anyway, so yeah, of course I can.
Thank you very much.
No worries. All right, wicked. What a lovely chap.
Dan,
move that.
Did you see what Stuart put?
No.
He said he's not really interested in the money. You can roll it over if you like.
Right, I'll tell you what I'll do then, Stuart. How about I chuck that £10, and if God bless wins, I'll chuck his as well over to the PTSD camp in Bath.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure Dion would love to see some more.
Because the last thing I want is for people to be, talking about me behind my back, saying that I've stolen it.
Yeah, I'm a bit gutted as well. I was going to make some money. I'll rip off charities.
Hey, Simon, that's only allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's do some good in the world.
Yep.
Right, I'm just waiting for Stuart to reply, because I can either give it away again or I can give it to, as I say, the PTSD Bath in
PTSD camp in Bath.
Camp, yeah, PTSD Bath in camp.
That conjures up many images.
If the police had got the name wrong like that, they'd never have found the place and raided it, would they?
That's very true. That's very true. Right, can people keep an eye out for me for Stuart's response, because I'm still waiting, and I don't want to sit here for too long while people are waiting.
So. The Godfather.
I'm shuffling again, by the way, as you can see here. So just I'm not going to do it after.
That's what we're here for, mate. I mean, each time you're on Holly, we'll put your link up in the chat there for you, or one of us mods will.
Yeah, it's appreciated. Thank you.
Fuck me, I better put my glasses on.
Obviously,
Right,
there's
so-
people that try to get on here that we won't do that for.
There is indeed. Right,
Hey,
one,
look, I'll
two,
come on anywhere and be
three,
amicable with anyone that's amicable
four,
to me. Do you know what I mean?
5.
We're all here to grow. We're all here to have a good time, aren't we?
You're
Well
right,
done.
absolutely right.
Exactly.
But
mate.
sometimes it's just funny to let some people on just for the crack.
For our
Right.
amusement.
Right, okay, Simon. There's your 5 cards, and
Right, mate.
your first card is a 4.
Oh, it's got to be higher.
You sure you can change it if you want?
Oh, can you? Go on and change it. No, yeah. Go on in.
Yes or no?
No.
No,
Higher.
okay. Higher than a 4.
Motherfucker. Would you believe it? Yeah, I saw it.
Oh man.
How can you be so lucky? But anyway, it goes to the pot. That means there's 30 quid for the next person.
That's no £10 still for each person. It means we can do more games that way. Means we can do more games that way, and everyone.
So what was that card if I wanted to change it?
The next card would have been a 6. God, that's a dodgy hand as well. That.
Look, spades, club spades there.
Oh, there is, isn't there?
Yeah, everywhere you go.
Oh,
anyway, moving on.
It's a shame you're not playing for a full house, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Next, let's bring this back up. Okay, we'll roll it again. Gordon Redding. Gordon Redding, are you still here, my friend?
Gordon Redding. I don't even think I've seen that name in the chat.
No, it's a new name to me, but if you're here, you can have a go.
Mrs. said she's seen it, so.
Well, when you're famous, you're famous.
Every time I try and comment in the side chat, it keeps coming up error. Try again.
Yeah, it says that for me as well. And here's me thinking that I'm being blocked when I'm not.
Yeah, I know. I like it. I like one.
Right, Gordon Redding, are you still here, mate?
Yeah, be aware of that, people. YouTube is all over the place, removing comments and that on live streams and what have you at the moment for some reason.
It's not like the comment.
Going mental.
I'm the only guy in the village.
Just as long as you know it's not me that's ignoring your comments and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I did that in my video today because I get so many. Well, you can imagine what my channel's like for getting them removed. But
right, Gordon, last 10 seconds, mate, and then I have to pick somebody else. I'm afraid.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Dan. Holly's.
Here he is. He's up.
Dan.
Yeah, I know. I've just had the message myself. Sonic is right.
Right, cool.
Right, okay. I will give people a minute or so to respond because I know that there seems to be problems tonight. But again, unfortunately, because I have to.
He's as you counted down, he's came into the chat. He's the last comment I'm seeing.
Yeah, I've got that as well, and I will let him on. I will let him on because.
Thank you, Sonic.
Because there's an issue with YouTube tonight, so I will let you on. So I'm going to give you a minute or so in order to reply. Hopefully that gives people enough time. If you're watching this and your name's called, but you haven't had it, but we've moved on, then my apologies. Please try again next time. Is all I can say for now. Right, okay. Moving on, Gordon Redding. So let me get the cards up again. I will shuffle just one more time, just so that you can't say that I've been fixing things while the camera's been off. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I forgot to write down that £10 Stuart one. I'm going to send to the PTSD camp. Right. So okay, here we go. Here we go, Gordon. Your first card is a jack. Now again, you can higher or lower, or you can change it for a different card. Lower than a jack. You got a 9. Okay. Unfortunately, you can't change this card. It is just higher or lower from now on, unless, of course, you get the coloured joker. That's an instant win, or the black joker is an instant lose.
Black and coloured. That's racist.
Dun dun dun.
Lower than a 9, he says. Lower than a 9, he got.
Nice one.
Also, they said.
Okay,
Ding, ding, ding,
so-
ding, ding.
Ooh, the 2.
Higher or lower than a 2. I think we know where we're going with this, but no, Stuart. Do you want me to use it for another game or give it to the PTSD camp? Right, higher than 2, Gordon says, and you got an ace, and an ace is a win either way. So that's a winner. That means this next card's going to be a winner, whatever you choose, because an ace is both the lowest and the highest at the same time. So there's no point in asking you whether you want to go lower or higher. I'm just going to turn this one over, and you've got a king.
Oh,
Jammy fucker.
Now
That
the
is
only, now the only way to lose this one, Gordon, is if you get is if you
Go on.
can I. What?
may I suggest lower, Gordon?
Higher, higher.
You'd be surprised if you got a queen.
Right.
Lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lower. Well done.
Well done.
Well done. Well done, Gordon. Okay, so that's
Stuart B says, whatever you feel down, put it somewhere, please.
right.
Oh, Matt
Well,
Walker, if it was a king, it would still win.
if you don't mind, then Stuart, I'll send that to Dion at the PTSD camp. Oh, Gordon, that's kind of you. Gordon says,
Thank
please
you,
send the
mate.
teller to the PTSD camp as well for the vets.
Respect, mate.
Thanks. Gordon,
Well done,
that's-
Gordon. They're
Thank
good
you,
people
Gordon.
down there. They deserve it. Worthy cause. Charity begins at home, guys.
Yeah.
Now, now let's be clear here. Nobody's going to think bad of you because at the end of the day, everybody's struggling. I don't want people to say PTSD camp just because somebody else has said it. Okay, if it's £10 and it's going to help you, if if it's going to go on your lecky or something like that, then take it. Nobody is going to think anything of you. Okay. So I just want to make that very, very clear that nobody's being forced to say the same thing just because it's going to a charity. All right. Well, thank you to Gordon and thank you to Stuart. Okay, do you know what?
Thank you, guys.
So what we'll do one more, then we'll come back to the panel, and then we'll do a couple more in a little bit. All right.
Ooh.
And if you're ever surfing the net and looking for something to do, look Dion up.
Right.
PTSD
So now we're going to do it again. We're going to try it again and roll it. David's Cafe. David's Cafe. Are you here?
I want
Are
one
you
of that
there?
tea, please.
Are you anywhere? Dion runs the PTSD camp. And I'll just to give you a little thing here as well. I did me and Jamie Yes, David's here. Brilliant. David, I'll come straight to you in a second, right? I just want to where am I going? Oh, it's over here. Just want to go to this first. Now, me and Jamie, Civil Disobedience, we've done a live stream. It was a couple of years ago, and it wasn't long after that I had my strokes, which, I was in hospital for a week, and then it put me off kill for an awful long time. But the money was sent to the PTSD camp, and this is something that they sent me, a book, PTSD Camp for Armed Forces Veterans. Okay, so this is a book that they sent me as a thank you. And also a card which says, thank you so much for your donation to camp. Best wishes, Dion, Joe, and everyone at camp. Okay, so just in case there's anybody sitting there watching that, we know there's at least one person that thinks I stole money. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, Jensen.
So moving on, David's Cafe. Let's get back to this. David's Cafe. I'm going to shuffle again. I wasn't going to do it initially because it's fresh cards off the top, but because I've moved away from the cards, you've not been able to see if I've been able to fiddle them or anything like that. So I just want to make this as fair as possible.
Stop farting.
Who did that noise?
Oh, that fucked up. No, that's still shuffled. Right. Okay, David, I'm going to pick you 5 cards now. 1, 2,
a lot of
3, 4, 5. Okay, your first card, David,
that have got more dangerous roads than Russia is China and India.
is a 4. So you can change that card, David. You can change it, or you can go higher or lower. Entirely up to you.
Nice one, Tiff.
Higher than a 4, a 6.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, we can't change the cards anymore, but it's a higher or lower than a 6.
Yes, Mickey, it is, mate.
Lower. Right, David says lower. His last was a 6. His next is a 7. Oh, no way. How come? Look, this is weird. I had all spades a minute ago, apart from 2 cards, and now we've got 4, 6, and 7. But you've seen me shuffle them. Sorry, David. A 4, a queen, and a king.
That would have been interesting.
Ooh,
That would definitely would have been interesting there. Sorry, David. Bad luck. Thank you for playing. We'll come back to the panel for a bit now, and then we'll have another couple of games shortly. Hang on.
How does it go again? Is it Jack, Queen, King, or is it King, Queen, Jack?
Ace, 12, 9.
5, 2, 6.
No, is it Jack, Queen, King, or is it King, Queen, Jack?
Depends on where you're going.
Are you going up or down?
And we're back. Oh, I'm always going down.
Oh. Okay, so it's Ace 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then it's
Jack.
is it
That joke was blown about.
Jack, Queen, King.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, David. Bad luck, mate. Bad luck. It's a draw of the cards, as they say. Let's get me off the screen because I know you don't want to keep looking at my ugly mug.
Jack,
Let's
just
bring everyone
remember
else back.
the Jack is the child, the Queen and King are the mother.
Oh,
Jack is
the
also
Queen.
called the knave.
And not these days. The Queen could be the mum or the dad.
If I'm the child, it makes me sliding out of here.
Or both. Or both. That's true.
That's
Yeah,
Egyptian
Good
cards.
evening, ladies, gents, and fluids.
Oh dear.
TMI.
Sonic.
Right. Anyway, that was unlucky. Although, do you know what? Fair play to Stuart and fair play to Gordon. Fair play to Stuart and Gordon. Thank you guys. I will get that sent off to Dion. I will do that tomorrow. The Church I'm talking. I'm being serious. The PTSD camp is on Facebook, and what they normally do is they normally put a thank you post in the comments when they've received donations from people. So if you want to go and check them out on Facebook, Sonic, I'm fucking mute you, you little penis. So I don't care what he's doing. Grow up, pair of you. I'm trying to be serious here. So if you go over and check out the PTSD camp Bath on Facebook tomorrow at some point, hopefully you should see a post on there saying thank you. Again, you know, please check them out. They do a great job of helping veterans who need somewhere to go with their mental health, you know, camps away and things like that. Genuinely decent people. So please check them out. Right. So
They are good. They are good. I mean, Active supports it. Little Vet, loads of people go down there.
None of
so, yeah.
I can.
Is still having trouble commenting, people?
Yeah. I just
I don't know,
commented
it's
to
10
Mickey.
minutes ago.
Hang on.
I've just seen it. Message from Holly.
Bye, Sonic.
Mine's gone up.
Do what?
Cooey.
Right. It might just be. I don't know. It might just be YouTube service might be playing up or something. It could you know, it could be anything. But okay, that's thank you for that.
Sorted.
Right.
That's probably what that bollocks was about earlier. They're probably doing the big update again.
Right. The pack hasn't been shuffled properly. That's obvious by the deals. Well, I've shuffled it at least 6 times in front of people.
I mean,
shuffled...
if anyone can shuffle their knuckles, it's Dan.
Absolutely. Years of practice.
Sonic, I do not want a sugar band, thanks.
Mine keep cracking when they fall off the end.
Well, do you know what? just to do some.
Right.
My last packet.
Well, can you do it quietly?
Okay.
Roger.
Yes, mate.
I need to go and make a drink.
All right. You want me to take charge of the rabble
So,
again?
so you're in charge. Let's get a conversation going between you guys. Don't forget, people, there's still space on here. We can get another 4 people on here.
I'm interested in talking to Hutch. He's new to the channel. So
by all means, absolutely. I will be back in a moment. Please take your time, and I will be back in a second.
All right, buddy.
I'll talk all night if you give me the opportunity.
Who wants a bubblegum bottle?
Oh, what?
Shush, Jack.
Who wants a bubblegum bottle?
You're having too much sugar tonight, Jack.
Just because the Pack Master's gone doesn't mean to say you can get away with shit with me here. Shut up a minute and let us speak, will you? Go ahead, Hutch. They know me. They know I rule with an iron thumb.
If you give me half a chance, I'll talk to anyone all night.
Oh, we got some that are good at that on here.
Blue dog bingo.
Oh, no.
I mean, the last live stream went on for nearly 10 hours.
What's 10?
Okay.
Hey, funny enough, do you know when the stream ended? I actually woke up. I woke up ready to get on my day. 6 o'clock in the morning.
It was that interesting. He fell asleep.
But we all do.
No, I went off early. But...
I mean, you got Pat. Sonic does his music channel. Lost Souls in there if you're interested. She does paranormal videos. I just cover like the news and take the piss out of politicians and the police.
I watched a little bit of a live stream, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, and I went and checked out a few channels and subscribed off the back of that, but I didn't really say too much.
Yeah, you got to be careful. There's a lot of backbiting between channels on here. As
backstabbing, not backbiting, backstabbing.
As we said, you know, we're not the ones spreading it between channels. We don't even go on the channels. Yeah, we might watch in the background. Everybody can do that, but we don't go on there. They're the only ones that swap between channels and come in.
I'll be honest, I'm not really bothered.
And I just spilled hot coffee on me bollocks. Ah!
I'm not really bothered about people to argue and bicker.
At least that's the only thing that's going on, Roger.
right.
Well, you said that's a stimulation the first time in 10 years.
Can we have some respect for people talking, please, chaps?
Oh, go ahead.
I'll just keep coffee on tea bags.
All right. I'll let him talk. I'm all good.
No, go on. You were saying, Hutch, you were saying. Go on, mate.
Yeah, like I think there's a lot of issues across social media with trolls and with people arguing and falling out, and I'm not interested in that. I don't want to get involved with that. I like communities. I like people who can get on. I want to build my channel. Obviously, I want people to watch our podcasts and hopefully get some help. I'm not interested in arguing with people. I've had a lot of backbiting. I've had a lot of issues come to me. A lot of trolls come to me because of the people I associate with. And I just don't have anything to do with it, man. I can't be arsed with it. There's too much of it in the world already.
Thank you.
I've always said social media is its own worst enemy.
Well, I can pre-warn you, Hutch, and that's going to be your name from now on, by the way, Hutch. I'll pre-warn you. I have absolutely no doubts that some people might try reaching out to you and tell you to stay away from us on here. But, you know, I invite you to make your own decision.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I've had one person reach out to me today to tell me to stay away from someone I associate with. So, like, I take people as I find them. Like, if I come on there and someone gives me shit, I just wouldn't come back. It's that simple, man.
No,
some people just don't know how and when to use the off button. That's the problem.
Sometimes it's better to leave a situation than it is to stay and fight in it. If you've ever heard that saying.
Yeah, but it's not as much fun.
The trouble is,
the good thing about Pat streams is it will leave everything on here. It won't delete them. So if anyone starts bullshitting and saying this and that and that and this, all the chat logs still there, all the conversations are still there. So people can't and lie.
This is one thing with other channels is that they might leave their stream up, but they'll hide the live chat from the replay. Whereas I don't. Everything that's said on these channels stays on here, and I've never taken videos down. So
I've never took any of mine down.
Go on, Hutch.
YouTube does these people is they've got no balls. Like, I'll face anyone. You want to come to my gym and face me face to face? I'll do that with any single person. But you can't argue with someone who's going to hide behind a camera and call your names and make shit up about you. There's just no point arguing with them because you just never fucking get anywhere.
Man, Hutch, you say you'd invite them to your gym. I've invited them to my house and they still haven't turned up.
Yeah, they won't.
Yeah, but Hutch, are you a kickboxer or taekwondo or anything? What kind of gym you got?
I do. So I've got my own gym, like weights and like fitness stuff, but I also do kickboxing, MMA, and jiu-jitsu. Or I did. Not so much now. I get a little bit too old for it now, but I can still go if I need to.
Whereabouts are you based?
I'm in Boston, in Lincolnshire.
I bet you know some of my friends. They do all that as well, and they're quite high up in doing that. I'll not tonight, but I'll chat to you another time. And someone put a link for your channel. You got a channel?
Yeah, Holly's put it in the chat.
Channel,
Oh, can Holly do it again, please? If you're still there, Holly.
Just if you just scroll up, it's only about 15 messages, 20 messages up.
Right, hold up then. Right, carry on.
I've just subbed.
Holly.
Mrs. just said she subbed, so I'll sort that out in the morning.
Yeah, thank you. I got
you
it.
guys are awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you got 542 subscribers.
Nice.
I'll click the bell. You never get notifications, but I'll click the bell. Yeah, I'm not too sure about Dexter's new toy either. It looks like Dan's, but Dan's are blue and green and yellow and orange.
I tell you ought to see it now. He's chewed it right down, and it looks even more suspicious now.
Ready? I'm Michael Jackson.
No, you're not. Get out. Hang on a minute.
Oh, brilliant.
Check the bad sales.
Resistor asked me a question. Is there a particular reason I use Dogecoin? Dogecoin Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum are generally the ones that I use. They're the ones that I hold on to. Although Dogecoin has bottomed out quite a bit recently. Hopefully it will go back up, but I haven't lost anything yet on it, and I trade occasionally as well. So, but that's why I use that particular coin. Just to answer the question. Good night.
I have a question, Dan. Is trading, because you got all these different ads, like with that ad, that trading 500 or whatever it's called, with Kiefer Sutherland in the ad, right? And all these other different types of trading apps. Is it actually worth it? Because I wouldn't
bother. I wouldn't bother. Before you go on, I would not bother. I'll tell you what I would rather do, and which I have done, is I'd learn to read the signals of the charts. Okay. And I would what I do is I never put too much on a particular trade. So for example, I always use only 10% of my remaining balance. So if I've got £100 and I want to make a trade, I'll put £10 on it. Okay, that's 10%.
Yeah.
And then if I see another trade, I'll do 10% of £90.
Right.
Yeah?
Okay.
That way you very rarely run out of money. Okay, and you've got lots of trades going at once. You make lots of smaller wins. Okay, because you don't want to listen. There's no point in looking for the big win because it'll never come. All right. So what you need to do is you need to look for the smaller wins, but you need to be able to understand what the bars are doing. Okay.
Yeah.
You've got fuck me, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called now, but there are signals that I look for, and those signals will tell me whether it's going to go down or whether it's going to go up. Now, it's not an exact science, but it works. I'll say 90%.
See, I've had lots of messages in the past, right, about it and stuff, and I just thought to myself, it's just not my interest. And plus, I mean, someone told me a while ago that downloading, like, they wanted me to download a couple of apps. They were legitimate. They weren't like fake or anything like that. They were legitimate. I didn't download them, but they were legitimate. One was a banking app in London, based in London, and one was and one was the trading app, right? And they wanted me to make a bank account, a business bank account. And straight away, to me, that brings out red flags. Why would you want me to do something like that?
Well, it depends. Well, I mean, it would depend really on how much, sort of what volume that you're going to be trading. If you're just trying to make a few quid now and again, okay, you don't need a business bank account or anything like that. If you're going to make it into a excuse me, you're going to do it for a living, then obviously you need something like a business bank account for the funds to go in and out of. But
yeah.
To be fair, from my experience, and I've been dabbling with cryptocurrency for about 10 years or so. I used to train. We're talking about 6 years ago. I used to train people how to trade cryptocurrency. Only, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm some London, stock market trade or anything like that. Okay. The big deals on things like proper stocks and that, I don't do none of that stuff. But if you know what the markers are, so if you see what the market's doing, you can guess, as I say, probably 80 to 90% of the time where it's going to go based on the training that I was given. And I would never download an app to do it because they say, I mean, first of all, they say, give us 1 Bitcoin and we'll give you 10 Bitcoin back. That's never going to happen. Never, ever.
Well, 1 Bitcoin's expensive anyway.
I know. I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I mean, I'm not that stupid. I wouldn't even bother in trading. It's just not my cup of tea. And plus, it's like gambling websites as well. And that's what I was going to ask. Would you say that trading is worse than going on some sort of betting website like Betfred or Bet365 or all these different websites to gamble? Would you say that that's worse than gambling?
Well, I know this might sound contradictory, but I've never bet. I've never been in a betting shop to make a bet ever in my life. I've never bet on the Grand National. I've never bet on football. I've never bet on anything. I think when you, I mean, somebody that does bet on football or horse racing, I know that you look at different things, you look at different aspects, what the weather's like, what the ground's like, what the horse is like, you know, their past history, what the jockey's like, for example. And I suppose when you're dealing with crypto and any other sort of asset, I suppose, that you trade in, you will look for all of these different markers, and you'll see how it's done in the past, you know, and you can kind of predict where it's going to go. But when I do it, I don't predict long term. Sometimes I'll buy coins for the long term, like Dogecoin. I bought that and I just hold on to that. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, I trade with. You know, and to be fair, because the fluctuations are so great, the rewards can be much, much bigger. But again, you know, that none of that is advice to go and do it. By the way, I'm just saying that I've done it. You know, but you can of course lose everything with, you know, in any bet or any trade. So you need to be very. That's why I only use 10%. Well, that's why I only ever use 10% of what my balance is, because that way, if a trade falls through, you've still got 90% of your money left.
Exactly. See, obviously, I mean, for me, it's like, I think for me was obviously when I was younger, I used to go into arcades and stuff like that, right? Do you know when like the ones that you'd put like 10p or 20p in that, right? Or you put £1 in, you get like 5 goes, for example.
Yeah.
They're a lot different than the ones, the over 18 ones, where you're paying where you're playing for higher amounts. And
pound or £2 to go with like £100 jackpot and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I obviously it was a while back, but I don't want to do it anymore. I mean, if and whenever I do go on holiday again, but I did put all 20 quid in one machine and got nothing out of it. In fact, I got less out of it than what I put it in. So I just thought, I'm not going to dabble into it anymore.
You always will, because you don't stop. That's why you need to
exactly.
walk. You've got to walk away when you've actually won something. But the problem is, because of all the lights and the sounds and everything else. Gabby, I'll bring you on in just a second. Because of all the lights and the sound and the atmosphere, you forget how much you put in. So you might have put in £60 and won £20, and you could walk away from it at that point and go, "Yeah, I've won 20 quid." Tell everyone goes, "Oh, you'll waste money on that," and you go, "No, I won 20 quid," but you haven't. You're still 40 quid down. You know. So I used to do fruit machines, and to be fair, I used to get paid on a Friday. I'd be skimped by a Saturday.
So I've just been told by my oracle that sits in the room with me, who's an authority on this kind of thing, that the flashing lights and the sound in fruit machines, they change the way you think and turn you back to when you was a child. So your impulse control is actually impaired. So essentially, not literally, but essentially, they hypnotize you into carrying on playing because you're back in the mindset of a child. It's pretty frightening stuff.
You look how kids give up playing with toys when the batteries run out and the lights stop flashing on them.
That's exactly it. It's pretty frightening.
So it's the same thing with a cat. A cat won't play with anything usually that isn't moving or hasn't moved.
Yeah.
As you know, I've got a bit of an arcade.
Except this lazy bloody thing here, she just doesn't do anything.
Hang on, Simon. Hang on, Simon. 1 second. And kids will leave you alone until you need to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Go on, Simon. I'm going to bring.
I got a few fruit machines, right? And I went when I was a kid. The reason why I got an arcade, I got a load of pinball machines, arcade videos, and fruit machines in my room as we speak. And when I was a kid, when I was going through stressful times, you know, teenager, what it is with a fruit machine, why you lose all your money is if you're under stress and having a bad time, it's like drugs, you know, turn to heroin. You're using the fruit machines as a block, and then you lose all your money on the fruit machine, and you're changing your anger onto something else, okay, psychologically. Secondly, the reason why fruit machines, you have to be careful with them. These are the ways to win. Going to a legit arcade. And if you keep the money in that you win, it builds up better. It's just, I mean, I've got machines here. I tried it. But also, some of these arcade operators are not so scrupulous. They're supposed to do a 82% payout. You could buy these keys off eBay, these little things that plug in, and you can adjust the payout. So be wary of those things as well. But at the end of the day, there's only one winner. And you.
Well, my son, he's a gambler, and he gambles every penny he's got all the time, everything, and really he's lost all his friends and everything through it. But he'll no stop. He'll just no stop.
It's
an addiction.
Too easy to be addicted. Yeah,
very bad. Very, very bad.
It's probably even worse than having. I mean, I'm not saying for definite, but I would say it's probably even worse than having a drug or alcohol addiction.
Well, look at those roulette machines they got in the bookies.
Oh,
and if you look around civilization in England, the poor, deprived areas haven't got much going on for them. Look how many bookies and arcades and gambling machines there are.
Yep.
I've actually got a guy coming on my podcast. It's actually a week tomorrow. His name's Patrick Chester. He's a former TEDx speaker, and he's a recovering gambling addict. So he's coming on to talk about gambling addiction. It's going to be a pretty good podcast, to be fair.
Be an interesting one, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I see.
I just want to respond to James. I didn't start with a lot of money when I started trading. And to be fair, I've not traded for about 2 years. For about 2 years now, I go on now and again to have a look, see whether it's got what I've earned has gone up or down in value. But I haven't traded for about 2 years. But I used to make anywhere between sort of 0.5 and 2% on each trade, which doesn't sound like a lot, but over if you do 7, 8, 9 trades in a day, which is quite possible, on the number of coins that there are, and remember, the amount you make isn't necessarily tied to what they're worth. The amount you make is tied to how high they go or how low they go. When it makes its move, when people are buying or selling. So again, it's looking for the right signals and making a decision. Making sure there's at least 2 or 3 of these signals in place before you make a decision. And again, I'm not advertising to people to go and do trading, because it is, it can leave you with nothing, because you can get carried away with it and you can end up putting too much in. I know some people that have remortgaged their house to put money onto Bitcoin.
Oh, dude.
And things like that is very, very dangerous. I started with a couple of £100. I ended with a couple of £1,000 over a period of a few years, which again might not seem a lot, but I was only, I wasn't doing it as a full-time job. I wasn't sitting here every day looking for trades every day. I was doing maybe a dozen trades a week. But it can be good as long as you don't go stupid, as long as you don't think to yourself, look at that, that's going to rocket. You get a lot of hype from people online and you think something's going to rocket. You put all your money into it and it tanks. So you do need to be very, very careful. And again, I would suggest if you are going to start with what you can afford. That what you have to spare is what you use. You never ever sell something to put more money in. Okay, so you never sell a physical property in order to make money to put into crypto. Okay, because that will leave you in a very, very, very bad place. And again, you only, in my opinion, again, this isn't a rule, this is just, from my opinion and what I've been taught, you only put 10% of whatever you've got on each trade, and that way you can put lots and lots of trades on, and you've got a higher chance of getting good returns. So, but anyway, I don't want to turn this into an Elon Musk crypto scheme
we're
thing.
gonna have another game of cards, aren't we?
So, this is why I'm not suggesting to people to go out and do it. I mean, I might get back to doing it myself, and I might do a little channel on the side, just teaching people how to do it. But I won't tell people that they should get into it. Don't get me wrong. Let me put my hands up here. Disclosure. I used to do online marketing, and back in the day, initially, when I first started, I got suckered in. So I got suckered into some schemes where, you know, you buy something, you pay them 25 quid and you earn like £1 a day back for 30 days, you know, and you make £5 per pack and all this stuff. I got suckered in by that, and I did promote that. I've not done that for God knows how long now. But that was because I didn't understand it all back then. But now I understand how to do it myself and to make little bits myself. I don't need to do any of that stuff anymore. And I certainly wouldn't suggest anybody go and join a company that says, "Oh, we can double your money in 6 weeks" or anything like that, because it is all bullshit. I can tell you that from experience.
Right, you got to go, have you?
Yeah, good evening anyway.
I got
no worries.
I've got another friend going live in half an hour, and I need a wee really bad, and I want to get a drink before they come on. But I really appreciate you guys having me on tonight. And you know,
no problem, mate. No problem.
If you ever want me back on, or I quite happily come back on and talk to you again, because.
Mate, listen, every Sunday, apart from the first Sunday of the month is a members live stream. Other than that, the rest of the Sundays are all public live streams, and you're welcome to come on anytime you want, mate. Absolutely.
And I usually run one on a Friday afternoon if you're about, only for a few hours, just for those that are stuck at home through disability or aren't working. And it's always a nice quiet one. We only have about 20-30 people in there.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I'll definitely keep my eye on it. I'll definitely come back on, and I do appreciate it, guys. Thanks very much for having me on tonight.
No worries, Hutch. Thank you, mate.
Enjoy
Take it
the rest
easy.
of your stream, guys.
Good night.
Take care, Hutch.
Bye, mate.
Bye.
Well, lovely fella.
Yeah.
The hell.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, sorry.
So, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing, pal? You're right. Still here. I am anyway.
Oh,
my wife's here as well. She says hello.
Hello to your wife.
Yeah.
Midnight Drifter, you're absolutely right, mate. Sorry, I just want to confirm. Again, I want to be careful because I know, I've spoken about a bit like crypto and stuff for a little bit, and I don't want people to think it's, it's a game changer.
No, it's not one of those channels, is it, man? No.
That's why I want to make it clear that I'm certainly not endorsing people go and put their money into it. But if you are going to, you need to make sure it is money that you have spare, as Midnight Drifters put there, disposable income. So money that isn't to be used for food or for gas or electric. So, but I want to end it there on the crypto thing anyway. So, we've had something different to talk about.
I was just listening to what you were saying, because like you said about the technical aspect to it, and like also like when things go wrong, because like you need your stop loss right up there at the back door of your house in case you need to empty it. Do you understand me? Yeah, I know all about that, because I used to hang out with some guys and they were very crafty. Very crafty. I mean, now they're trying to lock it down, aren't they? Regulation and stuff. But
well, they've been trying
the banking system right now is in real problems, I mean, and that's part of it.
Yeah.
Because the money has to come from somewhere, and it's like, who do you pay? Like that Credit Suisse thing.
With everything going on around the banks, people are actually seeing now where our money has been and where it goes. And before, they didn't know how the banking system worked.
But even now, we only see that much of the much bigger picture of where the money's being spent. That's the only thing.
Yeah, well, it's a big suck out going on at the moment.
Yeah.
The way I look at it.
Well, the what's it called? The Silicon Valley Bank. Apparently, everybody and Silicon Valley Bank is for millionaires and multimillionaires. Apparently, loads of them went in and said, "We want to take our money out," and that's why they ended up crashing.
Yeah, well, this thing with credit. Yeah, but this thing with the Swiss banks, right? I mean, Jesus, man. The bondholders, right? They pay the shareholders off. The shareholders got their money, but the bondholders lost.
Yeah,
and that doesn't happen normally.
Well, this is.
If you know anything about, I mean, these people are like heavily invested in the bondholders. They didn't get anything. It killed them.
No, it's the people. It's the people that run it who end up with the money.
Well, yeah, of course, the bonuses,
you always you know for a fact that anybody that runs a bank or owns a bank, okay, no matter what happens to the bank, they know it's coming, okay, and so they will cash out their own bonds or whatever it is they will do. They'll cash it out, and they'll take their money, and they'll move it on, or they'll invest it into something else, but they'll take it out of the bank, and then the bank goes to shit. They still get. They still get their dividends and pay and all that shit up until the end, and then they've got all the money that they've pulled out while everyone else is running around searching for ways to feed themselves.
It's basically a giant fucking pyramid schemes, man. Thinking about it,
there's a lot of it about. I'm just going to switch the mic off because the kettle's going on.
Mm-hmm. No worries. We're going to do another two rounds of. Yeah, we can do another 2 rounds of play your cards right shortly.
I reckon it's Alexa taking the piss.
So yeah, can do another 2 games of play your cards right in just a few minutes. So everybody that's watching, if you haven't commented in the last few minutes, you need to start commenting now, because this will pick up on whoever's commented in the last 5 minutes from when I decide to click the roll it button. So get commenting. And if you've got nothing to say, just put an emoji. And that's something else I wanted to say as well. On my videos, which I will get back to soon, I promise you, I need to look into this computer because everything has gone wrong today and I've had to go back to basics, and I don't even know whether I'm going to be able to record properly at the moment. So but on my videos, when I start putting them out again, if you watch the video and you want to help me out, do me a favor and put a comment. You might not have anything to say about it, just put a smile, just put an emoji. And I found this out from some of the bigger YouTube channels. Even if you've got nothing that you can add to it, stick an emoji in the comments. No matter what.
Bear in mind, unless you've watched, I think it's at least 60% of the video, it won't register the thumbs up on the video.
No. I mean, actually, in the comments.
Yeah, it will register the comments, but not the thumbs up.
Because the comments can make a massive difference as well.
Yeah.
So, although not everybody, because I'll thumbs up. So a lot of people seem to think you only put a thumbs up on a video that they've thoroughly enjoyed. Now, you might appreciate somebody for putting a video out. And if you appreciate that video, even though you might not have enjoyed it yourself, it might not have been on a topic perhaps that you yourself are sort of involved with, by giving the thumbs up anyway, also helps the channel. So there's obviously the comments and the thumbs up are both really, really helpful things. But when it comes to comments, if you can't think of anything to say or don't have anything to say, a simple emoji. And again, I found this out from some of the bigger YouTube channels, like some of the hundreds of thousands of subscriber videos, who have been asking theirs to do the same. So so that would be really helpful if anyone can do that. So anyway, moving on.
It pushes you up on the algorithms, and it pushes you up like on YouTube, Google. Someone keeps searching for you. If someone types that one thing in, it brings you up to the top of the list.
Yeah.
And it's showing love and appreciation as well.
I know.
I'll back him right. I need to use the Kazi.
Right, be quick. You got 1 minute before I pick somebody who gets to play. Hurry up. Any more than 3 shakes is a wank.
Right. Sonic keeps touching it, it will fall off.
Evening, Trojan. Didn't see you there in the chat, mate.
Hi, Trojan.
Well, that's what my parents keep saying.
My dad used to say to me, if you play with it too much, you'll go blind.
That's what my dad keeps saying.
Well, I just said to him, I'll just play with it a little bit then. And wear glasses.
I'll tell you what, being hit in the balls with a 4-foot rabbing stick stops you doing it. At least for a month, anyway.
Right. Lotus Eat has been demonetized.
Because he's told me, Tiffany, that's
Oh,
why.
no.
He expresses himself.
That was me.
Lotus, I believe. I actually believe Lotus Eater is going to be at Simon's. I think it's Lotus Eater. I might be wrong, but there's somebody like that that's going to be at Simon's on the 14th and 15th. Simon Sideways on the 14th and 15th of next month, where I'm hoping to be as well. It'll be a live stream with, I believe, 7 or 8 YouTube channels, all hosts all turning up there to do a live stream.
He's
from
out
his
buying
front
a
door.
new mixer for it and microphones, isn't he?
New record.
Right, okay, guys. So we're going to go on now. Going to change my camera. There it is. Make some room. Okay.
Oh, it's exciting.
So I'm going to shuffle again. I don't know if you've heard me shuffling them whilst Sonic was having a shuffle.
Yeah, you don't put the porn music on now, do you, to cover up the noise?
So what I'm going to do is, let me put that on there, okay, and I'm going to go to present screen, share screen, Nightbot giveaways, share, add to stream, go full stream, and here we go. Right, guys, so anybody that has commented in the last 5 minutes, someone is going to get picked, and if you are picked, I'll give you 60 seconds or so to let me know that you're still here. If you're still here, I need you to let me know whether you wish to play or not. And that's it. So first, if we pick someone that we've already picked, we move on to somebody else as well. And if somebody's won in the past through this, we want to move on to somebody else as well, to give as many people a chance as possible. So, Tiffany Lewin.
Oh my God.
Go on, Gil.
Tiffany Lewin. Are
And
you
Danny
here,
Austin,
Tiffany Lewin?
don't forget to drain the fat out the bottom.
She's picking my lottery tickets. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to send her the money and we'll split it.
Oh, it's nice. She'll not accept
Right. Tiffany Lewin, do you wish to play or pass?
Go on, play it.
Come on, Tiffany.
Play or
Don't be
pass?
shy.
Play. Okay,
Yay.
it's a play. It's a play. Right, okay. Let me get back over here. Okay. I will shiffle? I won't shiffle. I'll shuffle.
We all know that, Beardy.
I'll shuffle one more time. Excuse me while I shuffle one more time. Right.
He's lost his tweezers.
Moving on. Right, so
You filthy
1,
bugger.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There's your 5 playing cards. Your first card is a king. Now you can change that if you want to. If you don't think king is good enough card for you, if you think it's too risky, you can change it, or you can stick and you can go higher or lower.
This is a dodgy one.
Lower. King you had. Ace you've got.
Oh.
Now, ace, you don't need to give me a higher or lower for the next card because, as I've said before, an ace is basically a wild card. It's both higher and lower at the same time. This gives people a bit of an extra chance of being able to win. So your next card, instant win.
Oh, brilliant.
Instant
Yeah.
win.
Would it be hilarious if she got the black Joker and the coloured one?
Oh,
at the same
go.
time?
That would be funny. That would be funny if you. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, we.
My God.
I called it.
How the fuck? How the
Laggy bastard.
Do you know
Tonga,
what?
she's getting my
Yeah.
lottery tickets.
Yeah,
That girl's so
lottery
lucky.
Yep.
How the
I
fuck
told
did
you.
that happen? I don't.
Because the back's getting mixed up more every time you use it, isn't it?
I cannot.
Congratulations, Tiffany. Well done.
That is madness.
Well done.
That
She's
is
a lucky
madness.
girl, isn't she? She always
girl.
comes through.
Go girl.
Smelling the roses.
Not seen
I
that
mean,
before.
yeah, but to have both to start with a fucking
I know.
king and then to get an ace, then you've got the fucking instant win and the fucking instant lose in the same set. I mean, what the fuck is that about?
Well done.
It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been very good if it was the other way around. The instant lose is on that card.
No, you're right.
The
That would have
instant win
been
was on the other one.
that would have been a bit gutting, but
Let's see
Oh,
what
Tiffany, Tiffany, get your passport. We're going to Vegas.
Thank fucking straight arrow kids, man.
Gotta go Vegas for
no,
the summer.
Sasha, the way that I'm doing it, because I want to make it easier for people to win, is that ace is both a 1 and the highest at the same time. Okay, I want to give people some money. So by doing it that way, by if I just said ace is the highest, that limits the chances people have of winning. So I've done it that way, and with the jokers in there as well, just to give people a better chance of being able to win. So congratulations, Tiff. Now at least you guys, I'm not going to shuffle now, so at least you guys know that the jokers are going to be at the bottom of the pack. So at least you're not going to get the instant lose from now.
Unless it magically changes position.
Right, which it won't. It won't.
Oh,
You're going to like it. Not a lot.
A tenner from Dana.
He looks a bit like Paul Daniels, doesn't he?
A lot.
Right. Okay, so let me go back. Let me go back to the other camera. There we are, and let me go back here. Oh no, what we're doing? That's it. Right. So we're going to pick another one now. So anybody that's commented within the last 5 minutes, I'll give you another 10 seconds to make a comment in case you haven't commented for a few minutes, just to make sure that you're in with a chance of being picked.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Chris Faherty. Chris Faherty is the next. Faherty.
To be sure.
Well,
Silent
Chris,
L.
anyway. Chris, anyway. Silent L. There's no L in it.
Faherty.
Right, Chris. Let me know you're here, please, Chris. There he is.
There he is.
Right, Chris, you want to play or pass?
Flaherty.
Oh, giveaway. Have you got a bit delay? He's passed. Hello?
Not anymore. Yes. Chris, I'm confused. Chris, would you like to play?
He's got yes in there.
Play cool. I think that means yeah. I think that means okay. Yeah, okay. Right.
If not, we'd just play the chat consensus of the chat.
Yes, Holly, I did. I'll explain. Sorry, I'm just responding to a message here, guys, while I'm doing this with you. I'll explain why I didn't say anything later, but yes, I did. Anyway. Oh shit! I said I wasn't going to shuffle them anymore, didn't I? Oh fuck it! It's too late now. I'll shuffle them a couple of times just to be thorough.
Nice to be thorough with the shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Tweezers.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Crafts.
Moving on. 1, 2.
Evening, Janine.
Hi
3,
there.
4, 5. There's your 5 cards. Chris, your first card is a fucking instant win.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Congratulations. Jesus Christ. There you go.
You couldn't write it, could you? Couldn't write it.
Instant fucking win. Unbelievable. But fair play. Absolutely brilliant.
There's gonna be a colour black joker in there somewhere. Watch.
Let's have a look, see what we've got here. We've got a 10.
Next one in.
A 10. Fucking hell. A 9.
876.
A 9.
Oh my
No
God.
way.
Red, black.
And a 7. That I'll tell you what, you're lucky you got that. Because that
have
would
you been
been
playing
one,
poker with them on your own on the side, Dan?
That would have been one fucking hard.
Nice.
That would have been a hell of a hard fucking hand to get through that. But
Well
Jesus
done,
Christ, that is fucking brilliant. Oh, look at that PTSD bath, please, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Wow.
Brilliant, mate.
What-
Thank you very
What
much.
a top man. Thank you, Chris. Right, I can't believe that. After I shuffled it as well.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? How freaky is that? And that as well, 2 10s, 2 9s is unbelievable. Genuinely cannot believe that. Now,
That beats 4 of a kind, didn't it?
now we've got one more to give away tonight. We've got one more game to play tonight. Now, that means that black one is in this pack somewhere. It's not at the bottom. Well, it might be at the bottom after I shuffled it, but it could be anywhere now. And after that colour one jumping out like that's just really freaked me out. I can't understand or believe how that's happened. Anyway, moving on. We're going to pick one more person. So we're going to roll it again. So anybody that's commented in the last 5 minutes. Bumblebee T. Bumblebee. Well, you won a couple the other week last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I need,
She's had a win before.
I'm afraid. So I need to re-roll that one just to try and make it as fair as possible to everybody. I mean, you won twice last week, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I got mixed up with come to Vegas with me. Sorry, Bumblebee, we're going to Vegas.
I would do Bumblebee. if I was letting you play, but I can't. And I sound really bad for that, don't I? But I can't because you've won twice last week. I have to let somebody else. I have to let somebody else have a go. I've got to let somebody else have a go because it's unfair that way. Right. Mrs. W, fucking hell. See, this is. Do you know what? This is because people aren't commenting enough. Right, Mrs. W, what do you want to do?
Do you know what, Dan?
You can't see it because he's on the.
Do you know what, Dan?
Don't.
Send it to the PTSD camp.
Without playing?
No, play.
Play for the laugh.
Play for
You
the
need to
laugh.
play. You need to play. You need to play.
Oh, go
And
on,
then
then.
if you
My
because
comments aren't showing for some reason.
because you might not win, and then we move on
True.
to somebody else. You see.
True.
So okay.
It's YouTube,
Right.
Jack. They're pissing around all over the place tonight, mate.
My
okay,
YouTube's buffering. I can't see, which is why I've come over here.
Because I've put
Right.
a message out for a while and it's not showing up as me messaging for some reason. It's silencing us.
Right, there's your 5 cards. Your first card is an 8. You can change it,
Can I
obviously, or you
change
can
that,
stick.
please?
You can to a 9.
Get damn it. I'm going to go lower, please.
Lower than a 9. This is Jack.
There you go. Can't go to the
sorry.
PTSD camp.
Not yet.
Sorry. My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
not yet.
Unlucky. Let's have a look at the next one. The next one would have been a 2. then an
I'm
ace,
glad
so that
one
would have been a
was over,
guaranteed
Mick,
win.
because she was leaning on my bloody shoulder.
Then a 4. If you'd have got that one, your next card would have been an instant pass onto the next card, which would have been an instant pass from that one. So you'd only have had to guess what this one was from a 4. I'm presuming you'd have gone higher and you'd have lost.
If we'd have played blackjack, he would have won it.
Fucking hell. Right. Oh, hang on. Let me get back onto here. We'll pick another member. Bearded veteran.
Bearded. Oh my good gosh.
That's a good one.
Bearded vet. Are you there?
He was.
Hello,
Just
bearded vet.
Hello, what?
It's your turn. Do you want to play or pass?
If bearded vets get PTSD, we'll get away with keeping the money. Just saying.
Right.
Don't shoot me.
Right. He wants to play. Okay. So 2, 3, 4. There's your 5 cards. Your first card, young man, is a king. Would you like to change it, or would you like to go higher or lower? Lower. Thought you might have said that. Right. And you've got a 4. Higher or lower than a 4. Unfortunately, you don't have the option to change anymore, but higher or lower than a 4. Higher. 4 was your last. 9 was your next. Okay. Right in the middle there somewhere. Higher or lower than a 9. Lower than a 9. Nah. Unlucky. Sorry, fella. Your last 2 cards would have been a 3 and a 4. Unlucky. Thanks for playing.
All like tarot cards.
Now, we've still got £10 to give away, so we're going to have to pick another. So roll it. Parker. Parker. Hello. I know you're there because you've just commented. So if you look up PTSD Camp Bath on Facebook, Bumblebee, and you'll find them on there. And there is, I'm sure they've got a PayPal number there somewhere that you can give to that way. If not, just reach out to Dion, and they'll sort it out for you. So Parker wants to play. Okay, Parker.
They've also got a hotel that you can go and stay there and meet everyone.
Wrong one. That one's the one I want. Right. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Your first card, Parker, is a 2. Now you can change that. You can swap it for something else, or you can go higher or lower. Brucey was the best. What you don't think? You don't think I'll take his place now? Higher than a 2. You get a 5. Oh, you fuck off. I'll break yours. Anyway.
Because if Brucey can make the jokes like mine to get fucking done.
So you got a 5, Parker. Higher or lower than a 5?
Can you still change that card?
No.
Oh, it's only on the first card.
Only the very first card, yeah. So he says higher than a 5. It's a 3.
Oh, unlucky.
Shit.
Unlucky. Sorry, man.
Ouch. Very
check these again.
Bumblebee bit them.
Jack a
He's out
five,
the window.
a jack, a five, and a queen. The dollies that used to be behind me, you mean, they've all gone to the court now for use with all these child cases. The judge says, can you show us on the dolly where the police constable touched you?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, you haven't got that many puncture repair kits in there.
Right, okay. Here we go again.
It goes back to what I said earlier, doesn't it, about furry teeth?
Lisa
Stokes.
Go on, Lisa.
Lisa Stokes, play or pass? Nothing for a pair. It depends what kind of a pair they are, Sasha. I would say. You might get something for a pair.
Come on, Sasha. What's the
But
lifetime?
moving on. Sasha, play or pass? Play, okay, lovely jubbly. Let's get that on. Okay. So straight off the top again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Your first card, Lisa, is an ace.
Ooh.
Now, it doesn't matter
Nice.
whether you go higher or lower because, as I've said, the ace, we take that as the low and high at the same time. So it doesn't make a difference what you choose. This one gets turned over anyway. So now you've got a jack. So now it's higher or lower than a jack, Lisa.
Instant win.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. I'm confused. I'm talking about the wrong people. Sasha. Not on this. Lisa, sorry.
Lisa.
That's what I
No,
meant.
it's the
Sorry,
Joker,
Sasha.
isn't
I meant Lisa, Sasha.
Going lower.
I got you confused. Sorry. Lower than a jack.
Go on, girl.
A
Yes.
10. Okay, Lisa. Higher or tower than a 10? Tower? Oh, fuck me. I haven't even had a drink tonight.
He's only
and I
had
can't
cups of
talk.
tea. Never had caffeine. You fucking Red Bull addict.
Right. Higher or lower than a 10, Lisa? Lower than a 10. Right. 10 was your last. 5 was
Yes.
your next.
Nice.
Fuck off, Lost Souls. Right.
No, I
Right,
spent
Lisa, higher or lower than a 5? It's a tough one. Higher, right? 5 was your last. And your next.
Fucking hell.
There's a 3.
Oh.
Oh, damn. And your next would have been a 7. Sorry, Lisa. It's a good start, though. It's a good start. Sorry. Okay. Now we've got to pick another one again. Okay. Ready, steady. Lost Souls Paranormal.
Hey!
Yeah.
I think she's a bit too busy playing with something else in that fucking hot tub.
She could well be. She could well be.
Yeah, she's got damp hands.
Stop.
Right. Lost Soul said she'll play and she'll donate it if she wins. Okay.
To the honeymoon.
Okay. Right.
Rubbers.
That won't even cover the hot tub cleaning bill.
5.
Nah, keep the money. She's saving up for a fucking bath plug.
Right. Okay. Lost Souls. Your first card is an 8. Unlucky. Right in the middle. But you can change it if you want to. Change it. Your next card is a 6. Not much help, I'm afraid. Higher or lower than a 6? Higher than a 6, she says. It's a 6. Now, again, unlike the actual program where you get nothing for a pair, as I've said on this channel, if it is, in these games, if it is a pair, we just move on to the next card. Again, this is to make it easier for people to win. So I've increased the odds of people winning by doing that, and with the aces and with the jacks. So anyway, moving on. Higher or lower again than a 6? Higher than a 6. It's a 7. Fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell. The tension is killing me. Right, Lost Souls, higher or lower than a 7? Higher than a 7, she says. 7 was your last.
3.
7 was your
God! What a game!
Jesus Christ. Right,
Two
okay,
sixes,
so
2 sevens.
moving on. Is higher or lower than a 7 again? This is getting ridiculous. This game is getting mental.
I was going to wear Chinese nail bars tomorrow. I've lost all my nails.
Lower than a 7, she says. Okay.
Ooh. Can't look.
Ah, it's a queen.
It doesn't matter
Unlucky.
because she's got her jackpot. Danny's over here.
Oh my God. You've got another queen. So that would have been 2 6s in a row, 2 7s in a row, and 2 queens in a row.
So we're not playing poker.
Can you believe this? I cannot. I genuinely cannot believe the cards tonight. This is unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Right, nice try though, Lost Souls. I'm sorry.
Good game.
Okay. We've got to roll it. Fuck me, we'll be here till 2 o'clock in the morning. Right, next up we have.
That'll be 6.
Harry Blogs. Harry Blogs. Who's Harry Blogs?
I think I know his brother, Joe.
Oh God!
Yeah, get out. Leave the room. Right, Harry Blogs. Harry Blogs. Harry Blogs, do you want to play or pass, mate? You want to play? Okay, wicked. Okay. So, 5 cards off the top. Right, your first card is a 10. Now, you can change that card if you want, and we'll pick a new card, or you can go higher or lower, and we move on with the game.
And you wonder why his girlfriend was disappointed, Holly.
Lower than a 10. Ah, it's a bloody king.
Oh, shit.
Ah, sorry, Harry. Unlucky, mate. Let's have a look at the other cards. An ace, which meant you would have gone on. Oh, yeah, no. If you'd have got that one, then you'd have got the next 2 automatically anyway. And then it would have been tough between an 8, a 5, and 8, and a 4. Sorry, Harry.
Unlucky.
Sorry, mate. Nice try. Okay, I'm going to give these another shuffle, and again, I'll do it in front of you, so you can see that it's being done. Because tonight has really pulled out some fucking strange moves these cards have.
I know.
Right, Scotty, what today, mate? If I get fucking called up to play this, you can tell me what they're going to be, right?
Okay, right. Next up, we pick another one. Fucking hell. I can't believe this. Honest to God, the tension is ridiculous. Right. James Palmer.
Yo, James.
James Palmer.
Go for it,
Go on,
mate.
Sonic. It's Robert's mate, isn't it? It's Robert's brother.
Right.
It's my mate from down in Cornwall, Simon.
Right, James.
I thought it was Harry.
James, you want to play or pass, James? You want to play or pass, mate?
Play.
It's a once in a lifetime.
Yeah, you sure it's no fucking Harry Palmer? Boom, boom.
I don't even get that.
Yeah,
Harry Palmer.
Hairy Palms, you wanker.
Well, that's Harry, not Harry. You twat.
Harry. Oh, Jesus. Hairy Palms.
Lady Palmer and her 5 daughters. Anyway, moving on before I upset somebody. Right. 1, 2, 3.
I think I already did. Repeat
4,
TSD joke.
5. Okay, there's your 5 cards. Your first card is a 2. Now, again, you can change it or you choose higher or lower. Entirely down to you.
Tough choice.
Higher.
Higher than a
Higher.
2, he says. It's a 2.
Fucking hell.
That's the fourth. That's the fourth double in a row. The fourth
Right.
double in a fucking row. Unbelievable. Right.
Thank fuck it's no Brandon, man. Jesus.
Higher or lower than a 2 again, James?
Higher. Got to be in it.
Gotta be.
Well, I think we know where he's going to go, but I've got to let him say it.
Another 2.
Another
Yep,
high.
higher.
Okay. A queen. Okay. I think we know where we're going with this one as well. But again, I have to ask you, higher or lower than a queen?
Everyone goes lower on a queen. I should have said goes down, but I'll go lower at the time.
Oh,
Lower. Queen was your last. Oh, Jack
Jack, man.
was your next. Right. Higher or lower than a Jack, James?
Lower.
I'm going to have another stroke at this point. Fucking
Go to the toilet for that then.
Yeah, if you could move the camera away from your lap, then please.
He did say lower, Dan.
They said lower, never meant the fucking tone.
Lower than a Jack. Okay.
God, son.
It's a
Yes!
5.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's a tough one, but it's not undoable. So higher or lower than a 5?
Daisy. No, don't stand on the glass.
Strokey the poo. Cheeky bum one.
Higher.
Higher. Okay. 5 was your last.
Dum dum dum.
3 was your next.
Unlucky.
Oh, man. Unlucky.
Should have invested that 10 quid in Bitcoin. It'd be about £1 million by now.
Sorry, James. Good go, though, my friend. Good go.
One.
Good game, good game.
Good game.
Right. Yeah, but I think that's copyrighted, so I didn't want to say it. Okay.
Channel's factory.
Next up.
What was his missus' name? Old Bugs Bunny. Anthea Redfern, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Bugs
Right.
fucking Bunny.
Next up is Sasha. Sasha, you've been hoping you'd get called up, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Sasha, hi. Do you want to play or pass, Sasha? I think I know what the answer's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a play, then. If you make this 10 quid last out till 6 o'clock in the morning, that's it. I'm unsubscribing. Again.
I'm
Yeah,
playing and
I
I'm
was going to
losing.
say that as well, Dan. If people aren't getting alerts and that, and you've subbed, just check that you've still subbed, because YouTube has been removing subs from all channels.
And the alerts, the notifications. You know, you just don't get the notifications anymore.
Oh,
Right.
it's been shit for a few weeks now, but it's got even worse in the last couple of days.
You can have 30 seconds on each card, Sasha, to choose your next higher or lower. Anyway, your first card, Sasha, is a 4. Now, again, you can change that if you wish, or you can go higher or lower and move forward.
Sasha. That's a bit rude.
That's not the prize, Sasha.
Maybe
Yeah, but
condoms.
lower or higher.
Change. Okay, change. So, right, so Sasha wants to change the card, and the next card is a Jack.
Yay.
There we
Justice.
go. That's a bit better.
Good exchange.
Higher or lower than a Jack?
Everyone goes down on Jack. Go on.
I don't go down on Jack. Jack, does everyone go down on you? Oh, he's gone.
Right.
Right, lower than a Jack. It's an
Yes!
which
God,
because you see, Sasha, if I'd have kept the rules as normal and the ace was a high one, you'd have lost right now. But because my rules are slightly different to give people a bit of a better chance, you get to move on.
Free card.
And she would have been fucked.
Now, it doesn't matter what you choose here because that is both high and low at the same time. So I will just turn this one over anyway. And you've got a 6. So now you have to choose higher or lower than a 6.
Another 6.
If I'm lose, I'm gorging on a kebab. You want to go lower than a 6, Sasha? Can you just confirm that?
I got higher. Fuck it, it's a fucked up game tonight.
Lower. Okay. 6 was your last. 6 was your next.
I got 6.
Okay, and again, see, my rules are working out for you right now, Sasha. That means nothing, so we just move on to the next card. Okay, so higher or lower than a 6, Sasha. Let's do it. Try it again.
9. 9.
It's going 9.
Lower than a 6. What, 6 was your last? Fucking hell.
No.
Ace is your next.
Which
means, by the way, Sasha.
You won.
Hang on. No. There's only one way you can lose now, and that is if this is the black joker. Okay. But because that's both higher and lower at the same time, your next, it doesn't matter whether you say higher or lower on the next card. The only way you can lose is if this is a black joker.
Automatic winner, Betty. Coloured joker.
Was it 53 to 1? No, 51 to 1 chance.
You start to work out the odds.
Do you know what? I might go and make a cup of coffee while you're pondering on that. No, right, I am going to light a cigarette though.
And the answer is, we'll tell you after the break.
Right, okay. So you swapped your first card and you got basically a wild card. That wild card gave you the next card regardless to what you would have chosen anyway, because it's both high and low at the same time. You got a pair, and a pair just means you move on to that next card. Okay, it means no difference to the higher or lower. Then you got another wild card. Now that is a well played hand. So all we need to do now is make sure that this is not a black joker.
And before you see that,
and here's a quick message from our sponsors. It would, Bearded Vet, if this was the instant lose, it would be absolutely fucking incredible.
It's not going to be.
But it's not.
Congratulations, Sasha.
I was going to say, she did
There you go, Sasha. That is a cracking play. That's mental. I mean, we've seen some mental hands tonight, but that's mad. That is, and it's another 6. I just realised as well. It's another 6.
Yeah, 666. Well done, Mickey.
I mean, that's a poker.
Wait,
that's a cracking poker hand. That one.
I know.
She can afford a salad with a kebab now.
Right, Sasha.
Thank the devil.
I need you to email me with a let me get myself back on screen here. Let me remove that. Settings, camera, cam link. There we go. Fuck, seriously, I feel like I'm going to have a fucking another turn after all that. That was madness.
Change the word from stroke.
That was fucking, yeah. That was fucking madness. But if you can email me, Sasha, and I need a PayPal address or bank details that I can put the money into your account.
Links in the chat.
I'll pop that over to you straight away. All right. And the reason I want to do it straight away is because I want people to know that it's done, so nobody can accuse me. Not you guys, but there are people watching, and I'd rather them go eat their own fucking shit than sit there fucking trying to find reasons to fucking dig
She's
at me for.
saying give it to charity, Dan. If I read that right.
Oh, how kind.
Give it to Lost Souls Paranormal's charity. Lost Souls Paranormal. I didn't know you had a charity.
Well, she did get 3 6s, and Holly's a fucking witch. Go for
a fucking charity. She's a charity case. Oh, sorry.
Oh, now you got to done it. You got to remember, poor Dan has got to stay. Danny's got in the room with her. What are you trying to do? Poor Danny.
Yeah, but Danny don't know where I live.
Yeah, he does. You fucking shout it out on a stream but 5,000 times.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry, Lost Souls.
I suppose you've got all those blue plaques outside your fucking flat.
Well,
Danny sold it, is
we're
it?
going to put a plaque on the wall. Pat lived here.
Right. Okay, so what do we want me to do? Wherever you were going to give it, Lost Souls Paranormal, basically. So wherever you was going to give it when you won it, Lost Souls. Okay, PTSD camp. Okay, Sasha.
Oh, thank you very much, Lost Souls.
Yeah,
it's just round the corner for me. They're really good people, honestly.
And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well. I will give Dion the first names of the people. I won't give her the full names that have come up on here. I'll give her your first names and ask her to thank you individually on a post on their website. Okay, so I will do that for you. I will do that. I will do that tomorrow because they're not going to be up now. So I will call them tomorrow and I'll deal with it.
Get to the PDSA and say you're fucking dyslexic or some shit.
So,
Sasha, cancel the Horlicks. You go sleep well tonight. It's called karma.
Yeah. Well, that was that was a fucking interesting game. That's really. I'm genuinely shocked and surprised at the cards that came out of that pack tonight. And that's not. I'm not trying to be fucking dramatic or anything. You all see it with your own eyes there. That was some mental fucking card gymnastics going on. Jesus Christ.
And he's got no sleeves. Yeah, well done, everybody, and thank you for the donations to that. It is a well-worthy cause.
And sorry to the guys who had to go, but were unable to get through. And yes, 2 instant wins as well. Yeah, genuinely unexpected that whole session there. Anyway, it was crazy, wasn't it? Fucking hell. Right, I've got somebody in the background here, Boily Boyle.
Steve, he's a mate.
Right. No worries, you're coming up, Boily Boy. Fuck it, look.
Boily Boy.
I'll have to put my teeth in.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
I've got some new ones. Hello, Boily. How you doing?
Hi, Steve.
Hello, Roger. All right there, Pap. How are you doing, sir?
Not so bad. I think we've spoken before, haven't we, Steve?
We have a few times, yeah.
Yeah.
Once or twice, yeah.
Was that on Roger's channel or on here? I can't remember.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah.
Yeah, it was on mine.
Yeah.
I only know you two from each other's channels, so it would have been.
Sound. Well, welcome to the channel, Steve. Nice to have you on.
I saw a couple of interesting cards there. It was ace, and then it was 2 6s, then another ace.
Yeah, it's a mental, isn't it? And another six, yeah.
Oh dear!
I'll tell you what, with the game we used to play in the bike clubhouse, there would have been a lot of people walking away with injuries with them cards.
I'll tell you what, Steve. If you didn't see the other rounds, go back tomorrow and have a look at the other rounds. Right, tonight has been absolute madness. I mean, the cards that have come out tonight have been they've just been incredible. Absolutely
beyond
unbelievable.
coincidence.
Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
That's Lost Souls playing with her voodoo dolls and things, isn't it?
Play with the what?
Jesus. Right, I'm going to go make another brew, guys. Now all that fun's over. Right? Watch all me watchers go down now. The fun's over. But I'm going to go make another quick brew. Literally, it's a fast boiling kettle, so I'll be back before you know it. But Roger, you're in charge. Please talk amongst yourselves.
I'll sit here and talk to myself. I don't care. What have you been up to then, Steve? Anyway, being as you've only just popped in, mate.
Not a great deal, to be honest. Sort of the usual thing, trying to keep up with things without letting things overwhelm me, basically. But it's going good.
There's so much going on out there at the moment, mate. Even I'm having a job to keep up with it.
It's bewildering.
It's just information overload. I have that many bloody notes on here halfway through the morning. I just don't know where to start.
Likewise.
It's absolutely crazy. But I'm probably going to do another live on Friday afternoon from the usual time, if I'm up for it. So anybody, if you want to drop over, I can only have 6 on the panel because I'm a cheapskate. I won't pay for StreamYard. But you're more than welcome back as usual, Steve. And anybody
I'll try
else.
and turn up, so if I'm around, I'll definitely log on.
Yeah. But, yeah, a bit of fun and games earlier on, but we said we weren't going to talk about it tonight, but it got it all out of the system. So
fair enough.
But,
Steve, I have to say, mate, you look like Steve Brannan, whatever his name is, from EastEnders. No, what's his name? Brannan. That geezer off EastEnders.
I've heard that
back in the
before.
day.
I think it's true as well. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
How's Stacey?
Like him, yeah. Yeah, she's all right, mate. Yeah, she's all right. She's down to Vic, isn't she? You like your fucking slag. Talking to Ricky.
Ricky? Yes, Bumblebee. They can't do anything in the phone shops until you've had one. But they have got tech systems that can turn them off. I haven't really looked into it that far because my phone's only run on 2G. I won't upgrade to 4, which means they're too old to get the alerts anyway. And the alerts are only coming out on 4 and 5G. Oh, hello. An alert coming in.
Talking of alerts.
I'm back.
Your country needs alerts.
You what, Steve? Sorry?
There used to be an old joke. It says, "Be alert. Your country needs alerts."
Yeah. I had one of them T-shirts. Christ, that must have been back in the 80s.
Early 90s for me, yeah. It's a pretty old, yeah.
Yeah, it was like the old one I used to have was "Show me your tits" on the front, and then we had to change it because of the law to expose your breasts.
Breasts? All I heard was breasts. What?
Yeah, I thought that would get your attention.
You know what people do chest feeding with?
Don't. There's
Remember
no
that?
such thing as chest. No such thing as chest feeding.
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't even go there. Don't even give it that time.
I should have sullied the. I've brought a dark note to the chat. I'll just go.
Mate, you could never bring it down to the levels me and Pap have done.
I'll try my best.
What are you drinking, Steve? That looks interesting.
It's Theakston Old Peculiar, unpasteurized.
How many?
What's the beer after me?
We've got our own old peculiar up here.
What's the malt on it?
That's why I said they named the beer after me.
How much?
5.6.
Oh, that's all right. I'm drinking a Patriots beer. Hang on. There we go. Patriots beer, 5.2. It's gone up 20 pence. 119 now. But it's good stuff.
Yeah. It keeps you happy. Whatever gets you through the night.
Well, I don't feel shit the next day. I can drink as many as I want. I don't feel hungover like drinking things like San Miguel and Stella Artois in England now.
They've got a funny new type of alcohol they put into things, which is kind of like lab-produced alcohol.
It's like MSG, isn't it? It's like when you have lots of MSG and you feel shaky the next day.
Well, he's got his new standing in our community now, Roger has.
Go on, then.
No, it's there. It's there.
It's Mike.
Oh,
No.
peculiar.
I was going to say, how the bloody hell can I see that at that distance with my eyes? Oh, yeah.
There you go. Oh, peculiar. How's that?
Very. You should put "very" in front of that.
Oh, bless you.
Colossal fossil.
Oh, well done, Dan. Now we've got ageism against us.
And we'll be slagged off for that next. Yeah.
Yeah, once you climb up the hill and start down the other side, it's a bit steeper. Right to hell, baby.
So that was I've actually enjoyed tonight. I know it's a bit of a random one, jumping on midweek. I rarely do it these days.
A little bit more notice next time, please, Dan.
Well, you see, somebody reminded me earlier that the next Sunday live stream's a members live stream. Not that it stays between members, because we have at least one member who doesn't quite understand the word of a private members live stream and decides to go and share the stream in Discord groups. But anyway, I didn't want to get into a week on Sunday without having played the game and given the money away, because that was meant to be done on Sunday. Gone, was good. And we didn't get it done, so I wanted to do that and get it done and dusted.
I enjoyed that. It was good. I enjoyed it.
It was good. That's one of the best. That's the best one that we've done so far.
Wow,
definitely the best one we've done so far.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
I've come up with a cunning plan to save myself money. If you want to come in on every month, you know, the $1.99 subscription. So what I'm going to do is, just the day before it comes on, I'm going to do the $1.99, and after I've been on there, I'm going to cancel, and then just before the next one, I'm going to go on again.
Why?
What for?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh right, okay. I see what you're saying.
It's like those people when the fuel went up. Oh, I only put 20 quid in my fuel tank anyway. It's not affecting me.
Well, the thing is, Sasha. The thing is, right, and I've said this. I'd love to do more. I would. I'd love to do more. I'd love to do like Mr. Beast. You know, he gives away loads of money, doesn't he? I'd love to do that. I'd love to pick like imagine I've got a couple of £100 to give away and just pick like 5 people, on a live stream, and only 5 games, and if they win, they win. If they don't, they don't. Do you know what I mean? And give people like something like 100 quid, but the channel just doesn't make enough money to do that. But I would love to. I genuinely would, because I know there's so many people out there that are suffering at the moment and struggling. Even the tenner at the moment, if £10 can go on your gas and lecky because you need it, or you've run out of milk, or your baby needs feeding, or you need some nappies or whatever, £10 at the end of the day, and it might not be
as well.
It might not be a lot for most people, but some people are in a situation where £10 is a lot of money right now. So, if I can do a little bit to try and help people, then I will do.
Dan, do you mind if I just jump in a minute? Because those comments sort of left about me ripping off charities and that, and I've already admitted it. Now, I just want to reiterate what I said.
Where's it say? No, it doesn't say that here, does it?
No.
Right.
So listen, this is what I said, guys. Well, I'm not a registered charity myself, but I've got a friend of mine. She's got a good charity that they look after. The charity begins at home. It's all like we set up a boxing gym for the local kids to get them off the streets, including disabled people. We set up a thing called Project Reboot, where we get PCs donated and we give them back to low-income families so the kids can do their homework. Plus, we get loads of food from Aldi's, Marks and Spencer's, blah, blah, blah. And what it is, right, what you can do is you have to be a registered charity to go and pick the food up. Now, what you guys can do in your area is might cost you a little bit of fuel. It's only a couple of quid. What you do is go to your local church or a charity, and you can like subcontract for them in a way, and you can pick the food up and help them distribute it to the people like the PTSD camp, and people like that, or homeless people, or people like we got people that are living in sheltered housing where the woman has had to leave the husband because he's abusive, and with children and stuff like that. There's so much food out there getting wasted. Honestly, you have no idea how much food is going. There's no reason why anybody in this country should be going hungry. Honestly, when you go to like Tesco's, Metros, and places like that, if you notice, the food is gone by 7:30, I think it is. And then what it is, people like myself or other people like you guys, if you go and do it, can go and pick it up and redistribute it. There's no reason. Nappies as well. Things like nappies and loads of stuff. And I'll tell you who the best ones. Aldi. Now, when we go to pick up the food on a Friday night, that's why I don't come in till about 8, 9 o'clock at night on a Friday, is because I go pick the food up from them, and we have this separate basket where people have made donations. Marks and Spencer's, posh, eh? But Aldi, one or two tins. That's all we get. But when we go to Aldi's, oh my God, about 5 shopping trolley loads. People, and now that's goes to show you that the poorer people look after the poorer people. Sorry, I don't mean to be judgmental, but it's what I see. And anyway, there we go.
Yeah,
No, it's true.
it's true.
It's true. Yeah, it's right. Yeah.
Although haven't Aldi and Lidl got into trouble recently with they made some decisions and it really upset a lot of people. It was only about a week ago. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but it was only about a week ago, and it was either Aldi or Lidl. What are they going to do? Stop selling meat or something like that? It was something, one of these new, ridiculous things that they keep on trying to bring in. But
and also things like going in, working out the times. Like Aldi, before 5 o'clock, they got 30% off. Now, you know, like when you go in some supermarkets and everyone's, as soon as they come out and they put the secondary 50% off, it's like a scramble in some supermarkets. Depends on what demographic area you're in. What you do is go and put it in your shopping trolley just before the 5 o'clock with 30% off. Wait until 5 o'clock, then go to the checkout. They automatically reduce it by 50%. Then you've got the Tesco's and just go and see what time they do the reductions.
Wow.
That's if there's any left after the immigrants have been in and stolen it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Rog. Get it in your basket first before they come in there. Tesco's are the worst ones. When you got that demographic in the area, I've seen them kill each other for 20 pence off a bag of carrots. Honestly, I swear to God.
Dude, I'll tell you a story. I was coming out of Asda one time, and I observed this woman. My wife observed this immigrant, right, diving into one of those, and she picked up a bottle of olive oil, and it looked like a tasty bottle, you know, like a litre or something like this. And she was like kind of shopping in the trolley, yeah. And she took it and walked off.
Oh, they will. They'll just pick stuff up and walk out.
Yeah, they've got no scruples at all.
Sorry, guys. I just want to say how funny they're all turning on themselves. I won't say any more than that, Roger. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Said it would happen. Said it would happen.
And any food we got left over, like bread. All right, some of it. To be fair, sometimes the supermarkets give us some bread, like Marks and Spencer's. It's a little bit, hard. What I live by Forest. Whatever's left over and we can't get rid of, I break it all up into a box. I'll give it to the foxes and the badgers and stuff around here. Nothing gets wasted.
Yeah.
It's all going to my bank account, apparently. But who wants to borrow one of my Lamborghinis and my Ferraris?
Well, what you do is you take all the vegetables they throw out, feed it to the pig, and turn it into bacon.
Well, we have. Listen, funny you say that. We got it's called Crowdies in Swindon. Check it out. It's a school for children with difficulties or whatever, and they got a pig farm there to help the children. Like a farm with chickens and that. And so whatever was not good fit for human consumption, we take it to there. But there's not many places that take food for pigs these days.
Now that we're talking about
sites.
Yeah, well, now that we're talking about food and waste, right? I mean, Christ, we haven't even got a policy here for agriculture anymore. No. I mean, we should have a lot of food, shouldn't we?
Yeah, they relied too much on EU subsidies in the beginning.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's all right saying there's waste, but you've got to cost these things, haven't you? You've got to so hang on a minute, where's it, And I'm saying to you that a lot of it's imports. So, I mean, we're not doing anything for ourselves in that respect.
I come from a farming community. I was brought up in it, and I'd seen it from years ago.
There's not enough respect for farmers. People forget what farmers do. They produce food. And you've got all the things like their fertilizer. Now they're restricting that. Look at in Holland, Netherlands, shooting tractors, the police for protesting. Yeah. I mean, fertilizers, all right, there's a lack of fertilizer. But what is fertilizer originally? Shit.
They use
shit in this fucking country. Yeah, use shit.
True.
All it's doing is in Canada. Instead of putting all the sewage in the seaside, you know, the beaches, use it as a fertilizer.
A lot of human waste does get used as fertilizer now anyway. People don't realise that.
Yeah, that's in the House of Commons.
There's enough shit spreading goes on in there, isn't there?
It's a bit soil and green, that, isn't it?
That's all right, man, but it kind of honks, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Sonic, what do you think of our new minister, first minister?
That's a rhetorical question, isn't it?
I know.
We're all fucked.
Please. Don't start me off about them guys. Don't start me off.
I used to be a community councillor 20 years ago or whatever, I can't remember. And I remember he was sitting in one of the meetings and he was sitting writing, doing everything we were saying and everything. I just think he's a sneaky bugger. And he's not right to be the first.
His own party is showing what they think of him because most of them seem like they're jumping ship anyway.
Oh boy!
I hope they all fucking.
You are talking about Hamza, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hamza, where everything's too white for him. Too much white judges, too many white doctors, too many. Do you remember that?
He's very anti-women as well.
Well, I wonder why.
He had about 5 Fs before every word white because it wasn't. He had a big list of politicians and people in authorities, and he said, "Joe Bloggs, wait." This person, wait.
Yeah,
he had to about 5 Fs in before. Wait. Like,
I find it ironic.
The worst thing in the world.
At the time of that fucking racist speech, I find it really ironic that he never once mentioned fucking Sturgeon.
I know.
First Minister, wait.
I know.
What
Well, the thing is, he's going to be following a lot of Sturgeon's policies anyway.
Oh dear! Listen, I heard about this guy getting voted in, and you see what happened. Like the girl, I think it was one that was sat next to him, and you see the other one. She was dressed in like some other kind of a suit. You see that, right? Where like she was all huggy, and then the other one was like, "Yeah, right."
Oh, really?
Start clapping, you know.
Right.
And it was a red-haired woman, wasn't it? Yeah. But like
a proper stink face.
Yeah, proper like get a proper stink eye, you know, giving a proper look to him. Like, he then rejected her, didn't he? He rejected her.
They kind of
He tried. Yeah, I mean, like, like he demoted her, didn't he, or something? Anyway, the other one.
Yeah, he demoted her to a really shitty job, and she goes, "Oh, basically, fuck you, I'm off anyway." That's what
but like, wasn't she like that got the next best votes?
Yeah, it was a 52.
Was it the nice? Was it the redhead girl?
No, the other one, the one that gave him a proper rug. That's the one that got the next.
Yeah, there was only the 2 of them in the running at the end. The third one was eliminated on the first round of the votes.
Yeah, well, you got it all to come, haven't you?
And yet, the Scottish people, we didn't have a say in it.
No,
of course you didn't. It's because you didn't. Having a say is an illusion.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, is he going to do the right thing
anyway.
and try and dig out where all this missing money's gone that she dealt with? I mean, that would give people a bit of confidence in him, but he hasn't even mentioned that. He just wants more.
Somebody mentioned something to me the other
with it again.
Somebody mentioned something to me the other day, right? And I didn't think about it until they said, because I don't vote. I don't. Sorry, I just need to. Right. And they said to me, look, when you go to vote, you've got a number on your page, right? Like a number on your voting form. And that number on your voting form, they take that number, and I don't know, I've never been. They said they take that number off your voting form and they jot it down somewhere, okay, to make sure that the votes, they can apparently tally the number, the serial number on the vote to make sure that it's only being used once and all that kind of shit, right? But yet they turn around and say that nobody knows who's voted for what.
No, they know.
Right? That serial number, it's all supposed to be, secret and private and all the rest of it. But that number on the form that you've got to put your cross on and hand in, okay, blatantly that has to go through some kind of either physical people looking through it or a computer that will go through it and work out what box has been ticked and all that kind of stuff. And guaranteed they're taking all that information that's supposed to be private anyway.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They know where that number's gone. They send it out.
Exactly
they send it out to you, so they know. So that number is attached to a physical address, which is attached to a name. They know exactly who you are, who you voted for, and yet it's all supposed to be fucking secret and private and all the rest of it. Yeah. And I didn't even think about it until this person mentioned it to me the other day.
Why is it all done with a pencil when you go in a voting booth? A pencil.
So we can fucking delete it.
Dan, I just have to show this a minute. Sorry. My missus has come out here mouthing to me about my food not being get in and eat your food, right? And while she came in here, watch this. Hang on. Oh no, what's going on? I don't know if you can right, do that. So she come out here gobbing it off to me. You coming in for your food? Blah, 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 blah. And as she's done that, look, watch. Just now, there she goes. Comes out here to me. You coming out for your food? Look. Do you see that?
That's a badger.
Yeah, and she stood there, still gobbing it off to me, and then suddenly she shit herself and ran back indoors. Yeah, just this second happened. I swear to God. Thank you, God. Like Dr. Doolittle. Big bastard, wasn't it?
That's 250 quid there, Si, on you being framed.
Well, it fucked them off anyway. I'm going to give that badger some food later.
Badger's probably in there eating your dinner.
They don't like a lot of human food, apparently.
Why?
Well, they don't like gas either, but... Yeah, you know what you got to do now, Simon, don't you?
What's that?
Get the kids injected against TB.
That was, wasn't it?
Yeah, they do carry it. They do carry bovine TB.
Yeah, but they did all that culling and it had no effect, did it? How much that cost?
No, for the amount of badgers there are, for the amount of cattle in the country, it didn't make a scrap of difference killing them off.
That's it. I think we're right first time, Roger. Bovine TV, because the telly's full of bullshit anyway, innit?
It didn't cost us anything to have a cull on this channel.
But they do look good as a Davy Crockett hat.
Oh, the greater good. The greater good.
You know, they're releasing beavers into the wild. How long before someone cottons on? Oh, there's a pelt trade there.
Well,
this rewilding, it's bloody ridiculous. It really is. You know, they're trying to rewild the country with its native animals, where they're at the same time, on the other side of the coin, they're trying to fucking urbanise everywhere.
I'm going to wrap this up in 20 minutes, guys. I said it weren't going to be a late one, so
I was going to say, do you want me to give you a time mark?
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We can do 20 more minutes, and then we're going to call it. As I say, it's an impromptu one. Nobody expected me to jump on tonight. I'm glad I did. I still can't get over those cards. Still can't. I'm going to be thinking about that tomorrow. Honestly, I'm just amazed by how they just fell. It's a madness.
They'll all be running at him with teeth and claws.
You've just got to think back, you know what I mean? You've got Sat Khan, you've got Fishy Rishi, now you've got fucking Hamza Useless.
That's what I said in the video today, wasn't it, that I put out? You know, look at the three, what you could consider the three most powerful men in this country. Two of them unelected by the public, and the other one got in on a dodgy vote by his mates.
And Home Office.
Yep. And I actually said that in the video as well, the front bench. You've only got to look along there. It looks like a fucking piano keyboard.
Well, to be fair, to be fair, I don't think there's an issue with diversity, right? I don't think there's an issue with it. My only problem is people getting a job because of where they come from or the colour of their skin.
Yeah,
okay.
Discrimination.
And unfortunately, this positive discrimination has been going on for so long now that it's seeped into all of the top places where we need people to get the job because they can fucking do the job, not
It's
because there's
ingrained.
some woke arsehole, okay, who is fucking, you know, who's got, oh yes, who just says the same shit over again. Yeah, there's racism everywhere. There's racism everywhere. Of course there is. That's never going to change. But the problem is the racism now is coming from you fucking lot.
Yeah, it's reversed.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
And they're
But, I
fucking
mean,
get away with it.
I will say, I mean, as you know, on my videos, I slate just about every bloody politician there is. But Braverman has gained a little bit of respect from me because she has pushed. She has tried to do her best. It's the other assholes that stopped her. She did try. She said right from the beginning, you could tell just by her speeches that she wanted to do something about it, and they just wouldn't let her.
Sounds promising all the same.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's good or anything like that, but she has been physically and visibly trying as far as I can see.
But apparently they're supposed to be putting them on the boats, aren't they? Now they're supposed to be putting on those like accommodation they use. No. On those accommodations they use for people stay like they did for the prisoners. You know, the barges. We'll wait and see. Apparently it is not could. They are. I want to see some pictures of them actually on there.
But why did they stop using them as prisons? Because they were proved to be inhumane.
Yeah.
That's why they took the prisoners off them. They said the conditions were inhumane, not fit for human habitation.
Yes, nor is England anymore.
No. But I said that they've shot themselves in the foot and they're back on the roundabout right at the beginning again. They'll shove them all in camps where they can all get together and collude. There'll be riots and bloody uprisings in there, and they won't be able to control them because they just won't have enough people on there.
Have you heard this rumor that
frozen again?
Have you heard this rumor that the reason that all these people have been more than welcomed into the country and they're fighting men age is that they're going to be recruited to be jackboots?
Well, they can be radicalised in these camps. That's all these people are in there, or a lot of them. And you've got them in that they could be colluding doing anything. Because security don't go in the buildings and the blocks when they're all in there because then they're not safe. I mean, we saw it at Napier. We saw it at the one down in Wales. Every camp they've been in, even Manston, there's been virtual riots.
Just on Facebook,
if you're on your ass and you're running from a war zone, you take anything you're bloody given.
Yeah.
And be grateful for it. I would.
Well, if you're running from death, you would be a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's always been a bugbear with me, as Dan and the rest of the guys know, Steve. It's a case that I've been on right from the beginning. In fact, my first ever video was about it, if I remember rightly. And I've always been passionate about it.
The first country that harbours you, that's where you stay. You don't pass through them and say, "Ooh, where shall I live today?"
No. I mean, they spent several millions a year and a bit ago on new equipment and training to turn the boats back in the channel. And they
jet skis, wasn't it? Those expensive jet skis and stuff.
Yeah, they had the Navy training them how to turn boats back using their boats, and they haven't done any of it.
Jesus, Tiffany, man, when you say soothing, I presume you mean boring.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And, you know, I mean, you've only got to look at Ireland. I mean, you cover it as well and watch it as well, Simon, I know. And you look at what's happened there, and that's what's coming here.
Yeah.
Totally.
That is what's coming here.
Yeah, just look at Sweden, Germany, and all those places. And
Sweden learnt very early on, and Germany did a little bit as well, but although they didn't do nothing about it in the beginning other than moan. But I mean, you know, you look at Sweden, they were taking them there by train. People were offering them water and food as they were getting off, and they were telling them to piss off. You know, so they put them all back on the train and sent them back. Oh, fair play to them, you know. You ungrateful bastards, back where you came from.
Here's a funny thing, just for a bit of comic relief. You know how in '48 the Jewish people were given Israel? A lot of Do you think if we get oppressed that much, there'll be a nation around the world somewhere who will take us as like we need to find a new Jerusalem?
Listen, you don't need to worry about somewhere taking us. There'll be plenty of fucking empty countries by the time that happens.
The all bastards will be here. All right, you might have to get a bit of sand out now and again, but
this might work in our favour. Hot country, living it up.
Yeah, the technology to bring the arable land back to life.
Yeah, if it's Africa, we all know that there's like loads of water just beneath the ground all over Africa.
Yeah. And there'd be quite often fossil fuels, dare I say.
Yeah, I spoke to
you just don't want to end up like Gaddafi,
Yeah.
You'd end up with NATO parking up on your doorstep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Start trying to lift the water out of the ground there and start growing shit. Yeah.
I worry when I go out and my strawberries are glowing.
You know where the seeds are and around the strawberries, those bits just would be glowing.
Any strawberry jam I eat, I won't eat shop bought. It's always homemade. I grow the strawberries, she makes the jam.
I'm going to make some sauerkraut any day now. That's what I keep telling myself.
She says I water them.
I've got to jump down. My chops are ready. My lamb chops it's the fat. I'm going to pour over my potato and yummy. Right. Dan, I'll speak to you tomorrow.
Enjoy.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Gab. Nice to see you again, matey. And Saul Goodman. Oh, good.
Yeah.
It's just a Saul Goodman from the TV series. It tickles me. Right, you take care, Sonic.
Take care.
Don't be on when I gap in the morning, for fuck's sake, please.
Mate, I'm going 10 minutes. I'm gone, mate. Fucking
we'll shut down at midnight.
Yeah, Roger's played that one on me before. Guys, have a good night. Bye-bye.
I've got to love that fucking username in the side chat. Fucking huge arseholes.
To answer Mickey, yes, there is. I think you probably know about it anyway, but I don't know if a lot of the others do in here. Yorkshire Rose, Active, and the Patriot groups are actually putting together a list of the hotels that have been housing these people, even if they might not have them in the future. They want people to avoid them.
Boycott them.
Problem is, people haven't got people's memories.
A couple of years, and they've been given 7-year contracts worth millions of pounds, and I very much doubt if they'll recover that money.
People's memories ain't as long as they used to be, Roger. This is the issue that we got these days.
Well, mine and yours.
There's always
but people's memories aren't as good as they used to be.
Yeah. There's always something else to come up to take our mind off of what we was thinking about before, and so many fucking people will soon forget, like the COVID shit. So many people have soon forgotten because there's something else to fucking think about, which was the migrant shit, and now the fucking Putin shit, and
and they're all man-made, created disasters, most of them. Yeah.
I'm not sure, Crafts. I will be coming back soon. My computer's fucked at the minute. I was working on it earlier, hence why I was 35 minutes late coming on.
Someone's getting some.
And I've literally had to turn everything off and just go to basics. And I don't even know if the basics are going to work on the other stuff that I've got at the moment, because I had it all set up weird. So I've got to look into getting this computer sorted out. I think the hard drive's fucked, to be honest, or one of the hard drives are fucked. So I might have to buy a new hard drive. I don't know yet. I've got to look into it and see what's fucking up with it. But once I've done that, I'll be back. And when I come back, like I did after the strokes, I come back, and what was I doing? I was doing fucking 9 or 10 videos a day at that point. And I need to catch up. So I will be back as soon as I can.
Good night, Taste Venom from Edinburgh. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Good night, Taste the Venom.
Oh, and as usual, Tina drops in just at the end. Good evening, Tina.
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 Get in the panel and explain yourself.
Yeah. You got 10 minutes left.
Hi, Tina. I'm going to get off in as well. So thanks very much for having me on.
No worries, Gabby. You're always welcome.
I'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
See you later. Bye now.
All right, sweetheart. Take care. See ya, Sasha.
Hey, Sash.
Oh, is Sasha off as well? You coming on,
Sorry.
Tina?
Sorry.
Got last 10 minutes.
I was just looking at something else. Just give me a second.
I know you carry on, babe.
Yeah, so
No rush.
Where are we?
Hello.
Is Tina coming up?
I'm not sure.
You coming up,
Just the
Tina?
way she's walking.
Was you going to say something then, Saul?
No, I was just waiting. I just thought somebody
Oh,
said something
sorry.
going on.
Well, we're waiting to see if Tina's coming. Oh, yeah. She said she's going to drop in for a minute or two.
I might smell a bit off Sasha, but I'm not aware yet.
Oh, God. Extra wide straw empty can. Big gulp of air.
Nice.
Sorry?
Oh, don't you start.
What was it?
This is all I'm going to get now is the cat down there crying because she wants me to take her to bed.
Bedtime.
Isn't it? Bedtime, isn't it?
Hey, Tina.
Hello, Tina.
Good evening. Not quite walking yet. Apologies for my unruly attendance. I got distracted.
That's right. It was an impromptu one. Nobody had the heads up.
Okay, not my bad. I'm trying to get my. I mean, I got computer problems as well. Down fucking Windows 10. I'm gonna smash it with a hammer in a minute. So yeah, it's been playing up for days, like you know. So I just thought I'd pop on quick before everybody went to bed. Yeah, what were you saying about the voting stuff? We talked about a few days ago, Dan. And
That's right.
the card that you get has a specific serial number. When you go into the voting office, there's two people sat at a desk, a council official. It's staff, okay? He then shows the number to the guy getting your ticket for you to do a secret vote, and he writes the number on that voting slip. He marks it down in a book that number matches you on your card. So they know exactly who you vote for. Postal votes are the same. When they're counted, they've already got your name and address. And then they have books that they have. So they can tick all the people that voted Labour, Conservative, Liberal, Green. So they do know exactly who you vote for. It is a bad system. And the other thing you can do is when I used to annoy the crap out of them, you can't use the black pen on that. I said, yeah, I can. What does it count? Or we provide pencils, but you don't provide a rubber. And there's no reason why, if I don't put that in the box and you don't like the vote, you can rub it out.
Yeah.
So I used a Sharpie when I used to go voting.
Totally.
Yeah. Try and rub that out.
Never trust the fucking postal votes, man. Fuck that shit.
Nothing's ever secure. No matter which way you do it, everything, they know exactly who votes for who. That's when you write to an MP or a councillor in your area, they check which party you're affiliated to. And they will only give assistance in accordance with that. That's where you get the brush off from councillors.
I was listening to John Waters last night. Really, if you haven't heard of him, he's a really amazing guy. He's an Irish fella, and his dad was a newspaper man, and he's always been on the sort of, let's say, our side of things. And he was saying that he ran for office like about 3 years ago or something. So he kind of was there while in the same way as you were seeing it all being done. And he said at the end of the day, all the information just got loaded into a big white van, which just drove off into the night at 4 a.m. God knows where it went.
You have to remember that it's the councillors that want the vote for the local elections, and they've got council staff running the elections. So if you put the two together, it's not rocket science, mate. There's something going on somewhere. Hi, Roger.
It's all right. My other camera went down.
Oh, okay.
It seems to be easy enough to see. I was always suspicious of it from a young age, even though I kept politics at a real. I just thought this is just, on a very basic level, stupid.
I have yet to meet an honest politician. When I get one, I'll vote for them. But when they stand at your door and give you all that bull crap when the elections are coming up, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Then they get in Parliament. So, and then they say, well, we're not bothered now.
Yeah.
We're not bothered now, so it doesn't matter. We got our money, we got our 130 grand a year, so screw you. So.
What about Andrew Bridgen? Andrew Bridgen. Is he a good egg in a bad clutch?
No.
Controlled, you think?
They've been censoring his videos all over YouTube, haven't they?
But is he not a good politician?
If you have a good politician, right, that goes into a nest of fucking rats, they're going to start biting at their ankles until they comply. So what you've got to remember is those in the higher up. If you're a subordinate and you've just come into Parliament, this is exactly how it works. If you do not comply, you'll be blacklisted, and they'll have you out in 6 months. So for some reason, or they'll put you in a back office where nobody knows about you. That is how it works. It's money and corruption. Always has been. There's no way that they trust the vote of the people. They sway it for whatever they want. We've had an MP here for 30 years, Ben Bradshaw. He's never done anything for our city or for our county. The only questions he's ever asked in Parliament is about big business, billionaires.
That Andrew Bridgen does seem to be doing good stuff, though. As far as
he can,
that's why YouTube have censored him.
At the moment, yes, but he will get stopped at a certain stage. They will pull him down.
Oh yeah.
If you want to go on, if you want to go on, if you want to go onto a particular committee or they give you certain jobs to do, if you don't play ball, you don't get the work. You get put somewhere crap.
Loafer put it right in the comments. I think it was Loafer earlier on. If they thought letting us vote would make a difference, they wouldn't let us do it.
Yeah.
If it's a secret vote, it should be a secret vote. We shouldn't have to produce an ID number, a voting card. We should just be able to go in there. There shouldn't be anybody checking it. They're all run by government. Remember, you've got Parliament, then you've got the civil service, who are assholes. I used to work for them, so I know they're assholes. So basically, then you've got councillors. You've got the councils. And that's all government bodies. They look after each other. They protect each other's backs. It's that simple. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours.
It's a big club.
That's why I work in the field. I don't like the government. I can't stand them. They're a bunch of knobheads, including the women. They're worse.
This is all politics. It's above my pay grade politics, I'm afraid.
People down. So you get a person who comes across in a local election for councillor. They got all the spread. We're going to put parks in. We're going to open up toilets again. We're going to put flower beds in and all this bullshit. The minute they got that job, they don't really want to.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I know they all lie. It's just that I don't know. Names of politicians and who who they're for and all the rest of it. None of it interests me. So I don't. I just. This is why I'm quiet when people start talking politics.
I'm sorry.
Really...
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's a house that needs to be swept clean, get rid of all the rats and put genuine, everyday working folk in there, which is what it was designed for.
It's like Slytherin's taken over. My fucking camera's frozen now. I've been doing so well tonight, and now it's frozen.
Yeah, basically, it's just a place where people like us can't get a say because people above who think they're above us are making those decisions, and they're not. Winston Churchill made it clear the Houses of Parliament, the Commons, was made for the common man. And on his last day, he made a comment such along the lines of, "It shames me to see that these halls are filled with the rich and wealthy. This was built for the common man with the help of Prince Albert and designers. And yet as I leave this hall, I can see there's no common people in these places." And
they show their contempt for each other by just calling each other from the other place.
That's right, yeah.
The Lords aren't allowed to say the House of Commons. They have to say the other place.
The other place, yes.
Well, I've been saying about the like in the main Parliament. They're all bred to go into Parliament. They don't come from where we come from. None of them that I know of have ever come from where we've come from. They've never had to worry about, as I said recently, they've never had to worry about how are they going to afford the fucking gas bill this month, or where am I going to get the money to pay for nappies? for the kids.
There was a female one about 6 years ago, Dan. She was local to Devon. I can't remember her name, but she was a local lass. Her parents owned a corner shop. She came from a very basic family. She got in, but she wanted to make it clear she was not there for the money. So she donated half of her wages to 3 different charities. Within 6 months, they bullied her out.
Yeah.
Bullied her out of her job. You can't do that. You can't give away our wages.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, she's bullied out. I'd never get through the doors of the local council. Not now. They wouldn't say, well, I wouldn't stand a chance in an election.
Well said, Gordon. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. When we lie, it's criminal. When they lie, it's politics. That's very true. Well said. But someone said to me, you should stand for local elections. I don't know if that's going to literally vote for me. There's no way they would, because I'd be too much trouble for the council. They wouldn't let me in. They'd lock the fucking doors.
No, I mean, you've only got to look at them in there. They can't even have a debate and ask each other questions without backstabbing and slagging each other off.
But that is a fact. But the other thing you see when you're on the inside is the backstabbing, but you also see the bribery, the corruption, the money being moved from one part of the council to the other, disappearing, spending £6 million on artwork that nobody fucking sees. Yeah. Our money. That's our money.
They know they're being scrutinised like they've never been scrutinised before, and they still keep doing it.
Well, there used to be audits. So if you look at an audit, the audits for housing was a separate department in the civil service. Without telling the council, they would turn up, check flats, bungalows, private rented, housing association and council. They would turn up, find out what's wrong, and they'd make reports to the council. If they were in bad condition, they would fine them, okay? Now, it was the same for councillors. You had to have a certain amount of work that you do for what you get paid, because they now get a wage. They never used to, they're voluntary. Now they're on 45k a year to do jack shit. So, but that's how it works. But seeing the corruption as a member of staff and all the brown envelopes going around the council, I was always very observant. I had a manager threaten me one day and he said, I can sack you for that. I said, no, you can't. He said, why is that? And I whispered in his ear, I got enough shit on you to bury you. I said, I wouldn't push my buttons. I've seen enough dodgy shit you do. And he just walked away my face. So,
right.
You do.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to call it there.
All right, mate, no worries.
It's
Sorry
gone midnight. No, it's fine. It's just a shame.
Nice to meet you, Steve.
We like you on. We like having you on. It's just a shame.
Night, everybody. Take care. Stay well.
But thank you, everybody that's thanks everybody that's been on panel tonight. Thank you, everybody that stuck by in the chat earlier, especially for the 40 or 35 minutes I was trying to get online.
Oh my God, did you have problems again?
Yes, did, yes. Well done to those of you.
Decided they were having none of it.
Well done.
Gasket, I bet.
Well done to you guys who played the game tonight and won. And thank you so much to the people that have decided to donate that to the PTSD camp. And thank you, Danny Austin, because tonight wouldn't have been possible without Danny Austin. So big thank you to Danny Austin as well.
Yeah.
So with that said, I am skedoodling and I will catch you all on Sunday.
All right, dude. Take it easy. Cheers.